Oh, God, McLaren.
He's gone.
He's been in the pit 40 seconds.
Whoa.
Front wing, careful with the front wing. God. Matisse, it's happening, mate. I'm putting on my lucky new Ferrari hat. Oh, no.
Oh, science.
Leclerc.
It's Leclerc. Drama.
No. Take that out.
Leclerc.
Hi and welcome along to AFTV, and don't forget to check out that brand new channel, On Track GP. If you're into your Formula One, that's the channel for you, definitely. You can subscribe right now. There's a link pinned in the chat, so get along and subscribe to that channel. I feature on there a lot. Love my Formula One, so make sure you check it out. But we are here for the big game tonight. It is Sporting, I was about to say Sporting Lisbon.
No, you can't do that anymore.
To say Sporting CP. Sporting Club Portugal versus the Arsenal, right? That is what it is tonight. Over there in Lisbon, the guys are over there at the moment. Cecil, Lee Judges, Ty, they're all over there at the moment. We're in the studio to bring you the game. It's an early kickoff, 5:45, and we're all looking forward to this game. Joining me, of course, my man Sheroy. Charlene is in the building. And Turkish is also here, right? And yeah, looking forward to this game tonight, guys. It's the Europa League back. We haven't played in it for a while. You know what I mean? It's back. It's back. It's Thursday, Sunday. Thursday, Sunday is back now, Sheroy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like there's actually been a pretty big gap between the group stages and now, because we didn't have that qualifier,
Yeah.
and because we went out of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup ever so slightly early. It feels like we basically had a clear run in the Premier League for a fair bit of time, but now this is going to come back, and this is where I think squad depth really is more important than it's ever been this season.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to this competition? Is this something that you excited about, the Europa League, or is it for you all on the Premier League? What is it for you, Charlene?
Obviously, the fundamental thing is the Premier League. You know, that is the main focus. But I'm still excited about the Europa League, and it is still something that I would want to win as well. But obviously, our main focus is the Premier League. But yeah, let's, you know, not put all our eggs just in one basket and try and fight for this as well.
Excited about this, Turkish?
I am, you know. I can't lie to you. I am. Listen.
Don't look it, man. Come on.
What do you want me to do? Do cartwheels in there? I think you need Cecil here. Right? Listen, I'm excited about it because it's the season we've had, the standard we've set in the Premier League. We deserve something at the end of this season. Whether it's a Premier League, whether it's Europa League, whether it's both, this is the, you know, one of two competitions we're left in, and I think we can win it. And I think it being our last season in Europa League, hopefully for a little while, I want to go out with a bang and get the W tonight, you know, make the second leg a bit easier for us next week, and hopefully go on to, you know, lift it at the end of the season.
Well, let's go through the team. This is the Arsenal team that's going to be playing against Sporting Club Portugal tonight. It's Matt Turner in goal. At right back, Ben White, Saliba and Jakub Kiwior making his debut for Arsenal. At left back, Zinchenko. We know that Tierney was out. He didn't travel, he's ill. So hopefully he should be fine for the weekend. Coming into the midfield is Jorginho, Xhaka, and I know that normally said Patrick Vieira there, Fabio Vieira. And then up front is Saka, Reece Nelson and Martinelli. And on the bench is Ramsdale, Hilson, Tomiyasu, Walters, Holding, Gabriel, Partey, Smith, Bandera, Smith-Rowe and Sadio Jr. What do you make of the starting 11?
It's an exciting 11. Look, the 11 has actually made me a lot more excited to watch this game than I was before I heard the 11. Right? The idea that I can now see Kiwior in what is a pretty strong back four, I didn't think Zinchenko would start. The fact that we have the depth to have a Jorginho, Xhaka and Fabio Vieira midfield and still call it a rotated midfield. And now looking at Reece Nelson getting that start with Saka and Martinelli, I mean, if you're talking about a dynamic, tenacious front three, that's it right there. That's it right there, you know. So look, this might come back to bite me in the arse, but I'm predicting more goals for Arsenal.
Don't give us your prediction.
I'm predicting
Don't give us your prediction.
I'm predicting more goals for Arsenal, having seen this lineup than I was before I saw the lineup. Definitely.
Okay. The reason why I'm saying to the guys not to give me their prediction, because I'm going to get them all to write down their predictions on those whiteboards that I've got over there, and then I'm going to want them to store them away. Right? I don't want you to reveal them. I want you to store them away, and then we're going to reveal them at the end of the game. Because what I find a lot of times on these watch-alongs is that, you know, you'll ask somebody at the start of the game, what do you reckon? And they go, I don't know, 2-2. And then at the end of the game, that same person who said 2-2 said, "Yeah, I told you you'd be 2-0." I'm like, nah, I'm gonna find out. You have to stick to it.
Well, I've never done that.
Do you want to name and shame them, Robbie? I want to know who
Like a
this is.
name and shame. There's one who's sitting over there.
I do that's the one.
Right, I'll describe him, right? He's white, he wears glasses, right? And he can be found on many occasions on the information station, right? I'm not going to reveal who he is, no, but that's how we're gonna do it. Big up, James. That's how we're gonna do it with our predictions today. But Charlene, also the same question for you. When you see the lineup, are you excited by that lineup?
Yeah, I definitely am excited. I'm happy to see Kiwior get his start, so it'd be exciting to see what he's about. Reece Nelson as well, after that performance the other day, getting that all-important goal to secure, to secure the 3 points. It's only right that he starts today as well. Jorginho, Vieira, yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm really feeling really confident.
This is why he's saying I'm not excited, because you're there clicking and everything, smiling.
Dancing, got it all going on.
So it's like,
As in, you've got contrasting energy on that sofa there.
Yeah, we need a balance over here.
say no more.
But you're excited as well, you know, when you've seen that lineup,
yeah.
because I think we all thought there'd be kind of more changes. I mean, some of the changes have been Arteta's been sort of forced into them, like the one with Tierney. I reckon Tierney would have started this game,
Definitely.
but Tierney being sick, but gets a chance for us to see
Wilson.
Zinchenko. But
That's
it's
a shame.
quite a strong Arsenal team, isn't it?
Yeah, I think at the same time, listen, I mentioned last season in the Europa League, you know, on the cusp of Champions League football next season. I think some of these players have to get used to this now, because in the Champions League, we're not going to be asking for as much rotation as we've been asking for in the Europa. Someone like Saka, you're going to want him to be playing Premier League, then Champions League. Martinelli, the same. With Kiwior, I'm excited about that because, in my opinion, 20 million on a left-sided centre-back when we didn't, or I didn't expect to be prioritising that position heading into January, it's quite a big outlay. He's a player that played at the World Cup, started all 4 games for Poland. So for me, I'm excited about seeing him in action and seeing, you know, whether he can push Gabriel, whether he can compete for that position too. So overall, I'm happy with that. To be honest with you, I was confident going into this game regardless of lineup this week. I agreed with you earlier in the week, Rob, where I said, you know what, you can't take Sporting lightly, but I want to see heavy rotation because I'm confident in the players coming in now that they will perform and they'll get the job done. It's not as heavy as rotation as I expected, so I'm more confident now seeing the lineup. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about it. I think when you look at some of the teams left in the competition as well, there's some big names in there. Obviously United are still in there, Juventus are still about, I think Roma are still in there.
Roma in it,
Yeah, so there's some potentially big games to come in this competition now.
Yep. Ricky Proctor said, I'm glad we've learnt from the FA Cup loss and consequent results. Momentum is super important and he's fielded a strong team to keep the flow. You think that's what you're saying, then, the momentum?
Yeah, and getting them used to next season when, you know, when the big boy European competition comes back around, is back at the Emirates Champions League nights, we're going to want to see the same players that started on the weekend for us starting in the Champions League too.
NR said concerned about Tierney. Hope he gets more game time. As I said, I think the reason why he didn't travel because of illness, and Jacob Martinez is saying Odegaard is apparently ill as well.
I did think him being left out of the squad.
There's no Odegaard in the squad, so it's that time of year when, you know, little sicknesses are going around and that we want Odegaard for the weekend for sure.
Definitely.
So Mimi says Charlene had a 7-Up before the show. And Canadian Guna says strong team from Arsenal and AFTV. Robbie and Arteta are taking no chances tonight. Let's show Spurs how real football is played. Come on, you Gunners. Right. Love for the love, he says. Hashtag love for the love, he says. I love that one. It is a strong team today for sure.
Yeah.
Reece Nelson.
Yeah.
Huge game for him, Sheroy. You know, right, he's come in, he's made the cameo appearances, right, and he's done well with those. But this now, you're going to be in right from the start. And, you know, the expectancy levels on him are going to be raised because of what happened at the weekend, quite rightly so. And I know for a fact that this is a kid that he wants to play football. He wants to start week in, week out. And he could earn that, couldn't he? I mean, Trossard's out at the moment. You know, I mean, there's still no Jesus, even though he travelled. this is a big chance for Reece Nelson to really stake his claim.
One thing Reece has always had is the support of the fan base. I think from the minute he was sort of bedded into this team, everyone wanted Reece to do well, right? And we've known he's been unfortunate with players who are far better than him in his position when he was coming up, so he wasn't really getting much time. And then in situations where he could have got game time, look, he took a couple of knocks, but all you can do in that position is when you get your chance, you take it. And we all remember when Saka came off against Forest and we thought, what's going on there? You know, that could be dangerous. Reece came on and he stole the show. He stole the show, and he did the same on the weekend. I can't remember who tweeted it. I think it was Saeed, in fact, where Reece scored and they said that was their Makeda moment. Do you remember when Makeda scored that goal?
Yeah.
Exactly. And that could very well be that. Looking back, you know, and he's now got a run of games where I wouldn't say they're the most difficult Premier League fixtures. They're tough games, but they're games that Reece could feasibly get a shout in because of injury. And this will be the perfect opportunity for him. As I said, I'm excited to see him play now because we all know what he can do, man. We all know what he can do. It's just about him showing that on a consistent basis, and that comes with time. But the manager has faith in him. That's one thing. That's one thing that I definitely.
Yep. Well, I mean, Reece Nelson, his contract's up at the end of the season, so you know he's also playing to either earn a new contract at Arsenal or maybe a big move somewhere else. But these are important games for him. Yeah,
massively. For me personally, I want to see Reece stay. Like, I've always been a big fan of Reece and, you know, his work rate and everything that he just brings. So I think these games is a great opportunity for him to really prove his worth and everything. And, you know, like Sheroy was saying, Arteta's got faith in him, as well as the fan base and everything. So, yeah, this is the time for him to really shine.
Same. I mean, I've always wanted Reece to prove himself. He was meant to be the next star of the academy, and a couple of players have overtaken him. And whether it's a setback through a loan spell, injuries, game time over the years, it just didn't seem to have worked out for him. I was surprised we kept hold of him this summer. But like Sheroy said, the Nottingham Forest game, he came on, he was probably man of the match. The Bournemouth game, he came on, he was definitely man of the match. And I just want him to, you know, have a good, positive next couple of months heading to the end of the season, because he does still need to prove himself. You know, I'm not going to say give him a new contract because of those two performances. But what I want to see now is the confidence in himself, the confidence in his ability that he can start a game, have an impact, come off the bench, have an impact. And if he continues showing that from now until the end of the season, then definitely give him a contract, because he's definitely been talking to other Premier League clubs because his contract's coming to an end of the season. There's definitely going to be some interest there. He's a young, vibrant winger. So I'd love to see him kick on and get that new contract and be part of the squad moving forward.
All right. Gunasan7 says, Robbie, please send me a link for those Arsenal beers. I don't know what the link is. I know these were made bespoke, and I think the guy or the lady who made them using old Arsenal kits. So they're pretty cool. We need to name them, actually.
Oh, are they not named yet?
No, they haven't been named. So we need some suggestions on some names for the two bears.
I mean, before we went live, someone was floating the idea of calling one Hector Bellerin. I don't know if I don't know if that one's going to stick.
All right, we need some names. So we need to come up with some names for these bears. And actually, I'll try and find out if there is a link for them. But they do look really, really cool. The AFTV mascots. Also, this is a really interesting one, super chat here from Miles Smith. He says, Robbie and gang, are you worried if Arsenal win the league, we could lose Arteta? Now, there was rumours flying around today that Real Madrid are really interested in Arteta. Obviously, his stock has gone right up, you know, as a young manager. I mean, there will be teams coming in and starting to say, Arteta,
I think,
come and manage, you know, Barcelona maybe, if that. Not they don't need a manager, Barcelona at the moment, because Xavi's doing well, but Real Madrid are one of those clubs that apparently out there.
I think the faith shown in him initially by bringing him to the club from Manchester City and then giving him that new contract where our top four hopes at the end of the last season was, you know, on the cusp. He even mentioned it in the press conference straight after signing that new contract, that he was surprised that he was getting offered the new contract at that time, considering, you know, we haven't achieved what we was hoping to achieve. It showed a lot of faith in him. He's always kind of spoke highly of the owners. You know what I think about the owners, and I have to give the owners credit for sticking by him, because over the years, 100%, you know, I thought he wouldn't be good enough for the club, Mikel. But look at what's happened this season. So definitely the owners get credit for that. And I think the owners have to get credit for giving Arteta the platform to become a manager and giving him the platform to build bottom up. And I think winning the league would just be the beginning for Arteta at Arsenal. I think he loves the club from what we've heard him say, what he's shown. I think a league title would just be the beginning of hopefully what would be a great future for us.
Yeah, but by the way, I just saw this one prior to that. Kyle, he says, call one of them Hi Berry. Berry, and he spelled berry like a bear. Hi Berry.
Hi, Berry.
That's in contention. That's
Hi,
in
Berry.
contention.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's in contention.
That's in
Hi,
contention.
Berry.
Right, note that one down. Says Kyle, Hi Berry. We'll put that down as one. Say Real Madrid come in. You know, multiple winners of the league, Champions League. Arteta, you won the league at Arsenal. Coming back, would you be worried that he might go?
Well, first of all, I take it as a compliment, you know, the fact that, you know, we're being linked with, well, Arteta is. But with the way Arteta is, like, we see his passion and his love for Arsenal. I wouldn't be concerned that he's going to leave because I feel like his heart and his passion is here with Arsenal. So, yeah, my faith is that he will stay. You know, I don't think he'll just be able to be bought out so quickly.
For the foreseeable future, for sure.
Yeah,
There's going to come a day where he does leave.
Yeah, but
obviously
not
he's a young
for now.
manager, but not for now. He's still building something big here. He's still in the building process. This is not the end of the line.
Exactly.
As we're talking about him, he's on screen there, over there
Man of the moment.
in Lisbon. As you can see, some of the players in the background. He's looking very cool. Certainly, he looks a lot nicer and warmer over there
Than we are.
You know, than we are over here. But Sheroy, would you be nervous about that at the end of the season? You know, I mean, Real Madrid coming in. Maybe some other big clubs as well, Juventus and all these type of clubs starting to look at him.
The reason I wouldn't be is whenever he's asked about what Arsenal's doing this season, he actually says, well, look, we've done nothing yet. And even if you win a league once, I want Arsenal to get to the level where Manchester City were, which is basically you do it once and then you do it again and you do it again. The guy sounds like he wants to build a dynasty here. And he wants to go. And also, if you're sort of sitting there trying to use real nous in the transfer window to try and get a good deal for a player that you couldn't necessarily get when you were outside the Champions League or whatever, if you suddenly won the Premier League and you're in the Champions League and you finally have the pull that you want, why would you preclude yourself from that opportunity with the club that you've got to that level by then going somewhere like Real Madrid, where you know if it goes wrong, your reputation could be tarnished like that? He's feeling the love. He's putting in the work to get himself into the position where he can have the world at his disposal. I really can't see him.
He's got a lot of control as well.
Yeah, of course. And I mean,
which you wouldn't have at Real Madrid.
But when you look at him soaking up the away fans singing "We've got Super Mick Arteta," this guy looks like he's absolutely in love with everything that's going on at this club, and I can't see him walking away from that anytime soon.
Yeah, and just to add to that as well, like he's got such a young squad that he's building with. You know, building something for the future.
As a young manager.
Exactly. So why would you sort of lay these foundations now and then walk away from them? You know, it's about seeing it through. So.
That can be a reason sometimes, you know what I mean?
But let's not forget that Wenger was one of the highest paid managers in Europe. I think he was the highest paid for a long time. So the club has the money to be able to pay him a lot of money. And the money's in England right now in the Premier League.
Yeah, and the Premier League is the best league to be in, I think, right now. But, you know, Real Madrid's always attempting.
And he's a Barca man, so really, a Real need to...
Yeah.
And there's been links, I think, a couple seasons ago as well, during the pandemic or just after.
With Barca?
Yeah.
All right, there's some more ones for the Bears here. I'm not too sure about these ones. Mr. MB says Thierry Henry and Emmanuel Adebayor.
No.
And he definitely wouldn't be going with the Adebayor one, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Jeremy Hickson says, please name the Bears Ty and Julian.
There we go.
That might be the best team, you know.
This one's Ty, that one's Julian.
Yeah, Ty's got to be a red one. Yeah.
Arman says Arteta is a boyhood Barcelona fan. Kofi from GH says he's also a La Masia graduate. Taran says, I think Madrid is a really bad fit for Mikel. What we learned from the All or Nothing documentary is that he can't work with big egos.
Quite the opposite.
And he'll find that in bunches over there, maybe with more expectation on his belt. And Professor says, we aren't United, Real or Barca or Bayern, so there's always a level up to go to, I'm afraid. Mikel will leave. Patrick Vieira next. He don't need to win. I don't know. I'm with you guys. I can't see Mikel Arteta leaving yet. He's, you know, even if we win the league, it's just the start of the project, like you said.
Exactly.
I think he'd then want to go and do it again, and he'd want to.
Yeah.
You know, you can see he's a very driven guy. And right now, the Premier League is the league to be in.
Exactly.
You know? When I saw Lopetegui who's managed Real Madrid, managed Spain, come and take over Wolves, who were bottom of the league at the time. That's when it really showed me that this league is where, you know, all the top managers want to be right now, you know?
And you're seeing it with players. I mean, you're looking at players like Charlene playing at Fulham. I mean, these guys are serious international players, and they're playing at clubs. I'm not saying Fulham are a bad or a small club, but they're not Premier League elite, you know, but these are really, really good players.
You saw the press conference during the week with Victor Osimhen, where he was saying, you know, my dream is to play in the Premier League, you know, and I hope Arsenal go and get him, because he would be a perfect fit, I think, for Arsenal. You know, Stephen Guna Jacobs says, big up from Melbourne. It's 4:30 a.m.
Wow.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause.
Big up to
4:30
you,
a.m. man. Come on, big that guy up.
Have you got work?
Farm Inside a Bear, get in. I don't really get that one, but that's from Professor.
Farm Inside a Bear.
Yep. And Jerry Sims says, name one of the bears after their Claude. Well, that's a shout as well. That's a shout.
That's cute.
What I want you guys to do right now, actually, is let me just there's some whiteboards there, right? As we are just under 10 minutes away from the game. What I want to get predictions, right?
Someone could have cleaned this.
So I'm going to ask you. I know. I did ask for this to be cleaned. Yeah. But anyway, right?
One side clean.
I want you to write down your prediction, right? And once you've written, there's only 3 pens.
Get some tables.
You have to share that pen. Write down your predictions. Don't show everybody what your predictions are yet. And then I want you to put it behind or underneath the chair. And then at the end of the game, we will reveal what your prediction was. All right? So I'm going to write down mine.
There you go. Oh, sorry. Let me put it on.
We're doing goal scorers as well?
Yeah, let's do goal scorers as well. Yeah, goal scorers as well.
Time of goal.
Huh?
Time of goal as well.
Well, you're getting too far ahead of yourself now.
That's what Cess does.
How many times did you get right?
Well, I got it right. I got 3. I got the score prediction, the time, and the goal scorer.
What, against Bournemouth?
No, I forgot what game it was. It was when Eddie Nketiah scored on the 16th minute or something like that, I think. Can't remember. Was it the Man U game? I think it was the Man U game.
If you get everything right, there's got to be some sort of prize.
Ooh.
And we'll think of it.
So are we putting time of goal as well?
No, just put down, we'll just have your goal scorer.
I'm trying to make it some difficult one.
Put down your goal scorers.
Let's see some of the super chats that have come in as well.
There's another one of the super chats here. He says, you lot are missing the obvious for one of these bears, Dennis Bergkamp. Sorry, Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Bergkamp.
Note that one as well,
That's
guys,
not a bad one
downstairs.
still.
Dennis Bergkamp. Yeah, I like that one.
That's a decent one.
That's a good one. So that's 2 in contention. Bergkamp, yeah. So we've got, what was it? Highbury and Bergkamp. Well, those are the 2 favourites at the moment.
Highbury doesn't roll off the tongue though.
Hi, Bear.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's a bit difficult, that one. Bergkamp does, though. I like Bergkamp.
does, yeah, Bergkamp does.
Also, guys, we've got a poll up at the moment. Who's going to win the game? Will it be Sporting, a draw, or Arsenal? At the moment, voting's just open. 371 of you have voted. At the moment, 87% are saying Arsenal. Woof!
I think that lineup really has instilled a lot more confidence. I mean, look, we all thought that we might rotate quite heavily, and that could then have that mentality of let's just keep it alive for when they come back to the Emirates. But we all saw that and we thought we can do them away from home with that team.
Yeah.
Okay. Professor said it should be called Come Inside a Bear.
That's not right.
You've been done, mate.
You just got dealt there.
You've been done. You've been done.
You just got dealt with there.
You've been done.
I've got to hand it to that professor. He was skillful in it because he teed me up with the first one. He teed me up with the first one, and then he come again and just. Oh man.
Oh mate.
You're evil.
I can't believe
it's been a while since someone's got you as well.
I haven't been got for a long time, man.
I'm on the same sofa when he read it out, mate. I'm going to be all of this now.
Well, you know what, right? He teed me up with the first one.
That is mad. That is mad. The Bear names are done.
It's not even past the watershed.
Anyway,
it's an early kick-off, man.
Some of the other predictions, Ryan Wilson says 3-1 to Arsenal. He's going Saka, Nelson and Martinelli. Mikhail Wood is saying, is Tierney injured? No, he's ill at the moment, so that's why he hasn't started the game. Kieran Tierney ill, so he didn't even travel. Gabriel Jesus travelled with the squad, has been training, we've seen all the pictures, but didn't make the squad at all. Are you concerned about that? Or
I'm not concerned about it because the last time Arteta spoke on his fitness, which I think was a week ago, he said he's not close, but he's not far. And certainly with an injury of that magnitude when you've had surgery and you know how important he's going to be in the run-in, you don't want to rush him back. As I said in the starting 11 show, I think he's travelled because of mentality, ultimately, and the fact that he can lift you from the bench lift you from the dugout, even if he's not on the bench because of what he brings. But the one that I'm actually a bit more concerned about is, we've heard a bit about what Trossard's injury is, but has anyone heard anything about Eddie and how long that is looking like? Because I haven't heard anything about what's going on with Eddie.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
I think it's that ankle injury. The Arsenal players coming out onto the pitch right now in what looks like, is that another new tracksuit? I ain't seen that one before.
Looks nice though.
That looks like another, it's James there singing the theme tune, that looks like another new tracksuit, but the players coming out, it doesn't look very full there in the sporting end, does it? It's maybe fans still coming in. I remember a few years ago I went to a game over in Portugal when Arsenal played Braga. And was it Braga or was it Vitória? We played Vitória,
3-2,
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they played that game at about, that was even earlier than this. And you know, there was a lot of people in the Arsenal end, but in the Portuguese end, it was pretty empty, and a lot of people saying, you know, a lot of people still at work.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this early kickoffs have an effect on that, but certainly the Arsenal end full up. But when you look around the sporting side of the ground, it's not packed. Interesting. It may fill out. Maybe good news for us.
Maybe,
Exactly.
You know, because when I went there before, it was quite a hostile atmosphere. So maybe interested. Shannon Hollis got another name for one of the bears. Let's call it Gary Neville's Tears. Lito says you've got to call one Gilberto.
That's all right.
That's a good one.
That's another good one. Save that one, Gilberto. I like that
Bear
one.
camping Gilberto.
Gilberto.
Front runners.
Mars Smith says, do you think fan channels have any influence on clubs? Also, another bear name suggestion is Nicholas. I'm very careful now when I'm reading.
Oh no, I'm getting nervous as you're reading it.
That's not really a bear, is it? And Big Ash says Arteta will stick around for now, but he'll be very conscious of not repeating Wenger's loyalty mistake and ending up getting abused by his own fans. Well, listen, the fans love him at the moment. You've got to know, I guess you've got to know the right time to depart sometimes as well, isn't it?
100%.
So you've got to know the, you know.
Know when to leave the table.
Sorry, I'm not changing my prediction. I'm just writing my.
But now, come on, what's going on here?
I'm just writing my sporting goal scorer down, having seen their 11 again.
I didn't write a sporting goal scorer.
Neither
Well,
did I.
You don't have to write your sporting goal
No,
scorer.
I'm very thorough. I'm very thorough.
I don't know, man.
So none of you lot think
So
clean
no,
sheet?
yeah, I
then?
was just about to say that. Do you know?
He's obviously not
I'm
gone
not
for a
gonna
clean
say
sheet.
anything. Yeah.
But we'll be getting the scores at the end. Jack Napier says Robbie is shook now. Yeah, because you're not caught me, man. I haven't been caught for a long time. You know what I mean?
Joke.
Anyway, so Granit Xhaka, the captain tonight, by the way. You see him there. So it's Granit Xhaka who is the captain. Reminding of the team again, it's Turner in goals, Zinchenko, Kivior, Saliba and Ben White, Xhaka, Jorginho and Fabio Vieira. And up front, Reece Nelson on the left, Martinelli down the middle, and Bukayo Saka on the usual right-hand side. That's a very strong Arsenal team. Not the first team, but a very good side indeed.
Yeah.
And we're excited to see it. The kickoff is coming up in about a minute's time. We are nearly there. Sporting, as we know, sporting teams are always talented. You know what I mean? When you think of some of the players that have come out of sporting over the years, they always produce great players. And we can see there Marcus Edwards on screen. Of course, will be extra driven for this game, being a Tottenham. He was at their academy. But that's also another player that will be very driven for the game, which is Fabio Vieira.
Yeah.
Of course, used to play for Porto over there in Portugal, and will be getting a lot of stick in this game, no doubt. So here we go. We're about to kick off. Of course, we'll also be going over to the information station throughout the game as well to get real deep down onto what's going on. We've kicked off.
Come on, boys.
Let's go.
Arsenal get the ball forward. They haven't scored yet. How many seconds gone? You know what I mean? So that's good news, boys and girls. You know what I mean? No goals yet. Troy Boy says, would you buy Cancelo from City now that they don't want him?
No.
No?
No.
Ooh.
If he can't be happy at Manchester City and then I don't know if he's falling out of favour at Bayern, but he's not getting the minutes he wants, then why would I want him here?
Cancelo.
He would.
And I like him as a player.
He would want to start. He would want to start wherever he goes next.
Yeah.
Would you want to drop one of our starting fullbacks?
No, but
I know what you're saying. He's a quality player.
Cancelo's good, man.
I understand. I understand.
Champions League, hopefully next year, you know.
But something big must have
Another
happened with
option.
Pep for him to all of a sudden let him go. And if you're not respecting Pep, then, you know, as much as Mikel's doing his thing, he's growing as a manager, I wouldn't want that sort of a personality. Because what he's built here, I forgot who I was speaking to on Box to Box the other day. Was it Craig, the Bournemouth fan? He said, in his opinion, City have the better players, but Arsenal are the better team. We've got a lot more unity, you know, and that's a big part of why we've been successful so far this season. And I agree with that. You can see they all love each other. They all love playing together. So
Yeah.
I also think the days of City giving us players are behind us now.
They might hit a long ball that's gone out. You can see a lot of empty seats in the ground. Now, if you watch the box to box that we did with the Sporting fan did say that they were expecting about 50% capacity at the game because of the high ticket prices.
Really?
Yeah.
So you know, they were moaning about the high ticket prices over there. So it does look like, you know, that has affected the turnout. But that will be good news for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because as I
Exactly.
said, the last time when I went there, the stadium was packed out, and it was pretty hostile atmosphere. Anyway,
That's all right.
Sporting coming forward there.
that's sad, man. But it could be like a protest as well from the fans who, you know, they're not in agreement.
And
with
remember,
the
they're dropping from out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
You know, so
What happened there?
what was that?
What's going on there?
Ben,
Someone injured or what?
Ben White all right? Because that first that brutally played over the top.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. What's he got? He's got some iron in his foot or something. You know? Salt Bay Laurie. You got to look at the profile picture for that. That is funny.
Is there a picture of Laurie?
It's Salt
Yeah,
Bay
it
Laurie.
is, you know. That's actually jokes.
And they said she called it Turkish cuddly bear.
You know what? I saw
Ooh, that was a chance. Then they nearly closed him down. And
Sporting come out of it. I saw earlier Fabregas. I like that one. But then
Fabregas.
I saw Herbert, and I just thought, you know what? Herbert and Arsenal would make sense because those two are, you know, have had the biggest impact on Arsenal Football Club since our existence. I wouldn't mind going for that.
certainly don't look like they're sort of sitting back, Sporting, isn't it? Pressing
Yeah,
there.
they're going for it.
Which that might suit Arsenal rather than a team that's really deep.
Yeah. And plus, they're going to go for the win, so we need to pick them off.
That was loose.
Lost the ball there.
Is that a foul?
Nope.
Right, won it back.
Set him off.
Still finding
There,
our feet.
it was a nice little turn there by Reece Nelson, but they didn't find him. Also, a very lucky team, call it Eddie Bear.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
Mercedes F1. And Ryan says William Saliba.
That does, yeah, that works.
Who from AFTV doing the fan reactions in Portugal says Lauf, and that will be the Cecil
go on,
guys.
send that
Good little
in.
run there by Reece
Someone
Nelson,
on
good
there.
crossing.
Oh.
Like, that was good by Reece Nelson. He beat his man.
One thing that Reece said in his post-match after Bournemouth, he said that the manager told him just to hug the touchline, and when you could, take them on one-on-one, do it.
Yeah.
And that's why he pretty much did that every time, and that's exactly what he did here as well. Very brave on the ball, very direct.
Yeah.
And he's very good at taking players on. I think that's one of his real strengths.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Do you think he's better on the right or the left?
I think on the left,
Really?
where he can cut in on that right foot. You know.
And he's confident going out on the left
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
he's
So I
proving-
think you know nowadays that ability to cut in
Yeah.
on the other foot. I think he's looked handy on the left.
I agree with that. Again, credit to Arteta.
Oh, he's got him behind there. This is a chance here
He
for
was always
Sporting.
going to cut back.
And he's put it wide.
He was always going
Has
to
the
cut
flag
back
gone
there.
up?
though.
The
We
flag
should have
hasn't
broken.
gone up. That was a chance
We
for
got away
Sporting.
with one because
He
that
got
guy,
away with that and get caught out there.
Poor
I
finish.
thought that looked offside there. That did look offside,
He was in his
surely.
own half. And to be honest, who committed there? Saliba. Yeah, he
Yeah,
needs
but
to
you
do
see that?
it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's too easy.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Show him out on his left.
Yeah.
That was a definite chance there for Sporting. That
Yeah, the
was
poor finish.
a poor defending by Arsenal. But was that offside? Would that have been offside, do you think?
I think he was just in his own half, you know, when he made the run.
Anyway, that's a warning for Arsenal because that's the first big chance of the game. We give the ball away there
And we're giving it away again.
and we're giving it away again. Yep, Sporting coming forwards. That's a
poor.
nice bit of play there. And the ball's gone out for
Throw in.
throw in to
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
To answer that super chat from earlier, because it got cut off, Cecil's doing the interviews out in Portugal. Lee Judges is there, Ty's there, Julian's there.
Helen,
And, you know,
is out there
Helen's
as
there.
well?
There's, and amongst other fans that will be doing interviews. Robbie will be doing them here, so we'll get the interviews done over here as well.
Man on.
And there's full-time reaction, so don't forget about Fan Zone, people. Download the AFTV Plus app through App Store or wherever it is on Android, because I don't know what it is on the Samsung, if I'm honest.
Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. Let's cut over to the guys over there on the information station, James and Salt Bay Laurie, and hear what they've got to say.
Don't be sorry.
I don't know. Apparently, there's a picture. I need to have a look at it, man. But,
We'll have a little look.
I don't know whether
Perhaps
to
in
be
the comments.
offended or honoured. I don't know.
Well, anyway, what's your thoughts on the first 5 minutes?
A bright start. You know what? Sporting
For both
look.
teams?
Yeah. I think Sporting looked quite sharp. They just got in behind. I think Jorginho got caught lacking there.
Yeah, a couple
That
times.
old
they-
adage: you don't let the ball bounce. You watch the ball sail over his head. Next minute, you know, the defender got away from him.
We've seen Vieira on the ball now. I think he's actually made quite a bright start. I know
Yeah,
that,
he
part-
has,
that
yeah.
pass was poor, but he's just received the ball in some areas where he can do some damage. Reece Nelson getting around his man very easily, but Jorginho, I think just a couple times you saw that ball over the top, but then there was another moment in midfield where they just went round him a little too easily. But the game's really stretched end to end. Kivior is doing some one-on-one defending now. He's actually made a decent start.
Yeah.
One bit of really good defending and distribution that we saw in the first minute or two. So yeah, not much to speak on, but both teams looking like they've got some goals in them today. What was your prediction? Did we get one?
I didn't give a prediction beforehand, but it's quite a strong lineup, which I'm encouraged about. We spoke a lot beforehand about changes and how strong he would go. Oh, this.
They're in behind here. In
They're
fact,
in
let's go
behind
back to
again.
Robbie and everyone as Sporting attack. But quick prediction?
I'm going to go Arsenal 2-1.
Cool. All right, back to Robbie.
Dangerous team coming forward there. That was they almost got in again there. Sporting as Zinchenko there hits his pass a bit too short, but definitely you can see at the moment of Sporting look a decent team. Very, very sharp coming forward, and Arsenal going to have to be very vigilant today for sure.
Couple of warning shots.
yeah.
Couple of warning shots.
It was definitely in behind again, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they're definitely looking to get on the front foot.
Nice.
That was good.
He's given something.
Oh, what's he giving there?
Some of the time up.
Ozan Kabak says, I just love seeing Shah on the watch-alongs. You brighten our day. He says.
Sending lots of love to you guys.
Where'd he go there?
With accident.
That's a Bruno Fernandes, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's holding his face.
No, he
He's
hit his shoulder, but I think he ran
Yeah.
into him really.
What's he holding his face for?
See, the ball was, he was in his own half.
They're just showing that chance again. Yeah, that's too. He cuts inside far too easily
Far
there.
too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jorginho there.
Hasty.
Like Laurie said on the information station, the ball bounced like that.
Especially when you know you haven't got the legs to catch it. If
Yeah,
you do let it bounce.
Yeah.
That was a poor finish.
Should have done better there.
I still think, I think if you watch that back, he looked offside to me. He looked slightly off. I know he's run from in his half. But I don't know. But anyway, we got away with it, whatever. We got away with it, and you see there, Arteta, as he always does, uses those little breaks to bring
Pull
everybody
everyone in.
over and have a big chat with them, which is something we used to see a big feature remember when it was COVID?
Yeah.
And he used to have those breaks. He always used to use those
Big
as a
breaks.
coaching session, didn't he?
Literally. God, do you remember COVID days?
Oh, man.
Feels like it
How
was
can you
so long
forget?
ago.
That coach at Sporting, wasn't he? Who was he linked to again? He was He was linked to a big Premier League team, wasn't
Was he?
he? Yeah, at one time they were interested. I can't remember which.
Oh, I think you're going to see a few managers linked to Tottenham Hotspur sooner rather than later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh. Do you think Poch will go back?
The fans are singing for him.
They
now.
all want him back,
Yeah.
innit? You never go back.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game, isn't it?
What did he do when he was there? He didn't win nothing, did he? Anyway, Saka's on the ball for about the first.
Nice.
That was
Oh.
lovely by Saka. Nice ball played in.
Nah.
The touch was heavy there though by Martinelli. If he'd had a better touch there, he'd have been able to turn
go
things
on.
back in again.
Go on, go on.
This is good.
Draw the foul.
Goes into the
Oh,
box.
unlucky, unlucky,
You
unlucky.
are right there. Draw the
Yeah.
foul, innit?
It just
Yeah,
looked like
you
the
are right.
angle was closed off for him to get in on goal. So at that point, you just want to try and get some contact. I know that sounds a bit cynical of me, but that's the modern
sort of
game.
thing Rashford does well, innit?
Exactly, it's the modern game.
Just that sort of run out, run directly out, and try and draw that foul. Anyway, it's the first corner.
Here we are.
Jakob Kivior coming up front. Could we see a debut goal? Could he rise
on
up?
the end
from-
of this one. Woo! Come on, Kyriel.
It'd be interesting to see whether we even put the ball in the box because Odegaard's not on the pitch. When Odegaard is on the pitch, it tends to go short.
It's gone long there.
Oh.
Here's a chance, maybe. Oh, why did he try and get it? Should have seen it straight away.
Get another corner. Oh,
Still in possession.
That was Reece as well, isn't
keep it alive.
Yeah.
Ref?
That's a foul.
Nah, he's giving it.
Giving a throw in.
He's giving the throw in.
Couple super chats have come in. Guna Haas says this is a weird one. Obviously, I want us to win this competition, but I'm just fearful it will affect us in our run in for the title.
Ooh.
Come on, the
High
Arsenal.
foot.
That was a
High
foul.
foot.
Wow.
But the ref was unsighted. Lucas says he was linked to Wolves before Lopetegui.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. And Lyndon says, Robbie, the overseas fans would love a live stream of the trophy parade should Arsenal win the league. It has to be easier than going live from Qatar.
Listen, I don't even want to talk about them sort of things yet.
And Mars is asking, will there be another Claude Cup this year?
Yes, there will be. Funny enough, we were discussing it this week.
Yeah.
It took place last year in July, so yes, it definitely will be. It's going to be an annual thing. Right, Saka coming forward again here.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Ball clipped in there.
Oh, I just didn't take it well, but he's got the ball
I think they wasted that a bit, could have done a bit better.
Getting a bit of
Xhaka
luck.
keeps it alive,
nice.
though.
Take it from there.
Closed
Nice.
it down.
At least he took
This
the
is
shot
better
on
by
this time.
Arsenal, though.
Took the shot on this
in. That was
time.
very nice from Xhaka, though.
Still high.
Nice. Smart.
Bit more confidence with the way we're popping the ball around
Yeah,
now.
yeah, definitely. Nice.
We're going into it, though. 13 minutes gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Pop it around, move it around.
Nice.
They're sort of crowding out the middle of the park, but
Yeah.
once we do get through that midfield, there is a lot of space just in front of their back four. It's just about whether we're quick enough.
Yeah. You always know that a team like Sporting, any Portuguese team, always technically going to be really, really good.
Keeping the ball well, though. Moving
Nice.
well. Big Ash says, not sure about you guys, but I never feel any nervousness during Europa games. It must be because I don't care enough. I can't wait to be back in the Champions League. I get you on that, because Champions League knockout stages, there was a feeling you had leading up to it.
Saka?
Unlucky.
Yeah, I think what's telling is when you're in the Europa League, you tend to rotate in the Europa fixture, and then you play your full strength team in the Premier League. But you see, when you're in the Champions League, a lot of people rotate in the Premier League with
Yeah.
one eye on their Champions League opposition, and that just shows you exactly what the golfing class is between the competitions.
Moses says, Turkish loved your Big Six show and big up Don Robbie. And the poll is now closed for the predictions. An Arsenal win, 76% of you voted for that. It's 13% a Sporting win and 10% a draw.
Oh, it's outside the box now.
It is.
It's outside the box.
3.5k votes as well. There's 5.5k in the building. Hit the like button, people, if you haven't done so already. And Harry's just sent in a super chat as well. Robbie, just something off topic. Can we get a poll for the best host on AFTV? Turkish, Cecil, James, Laurie. The winner gets a bonus, included James, so he doesn't feel left out.
That's so deep.
Who sent that in?
That's
evil.
so deep.
Harry.
That's evil, man. That's that Marcus Edwards coming forward there.
That's a corner.
Corner.
I remember hearing Marcus Edwards' interview after the Tottenham game, and honestly, he sounded like one of the guys you would hear on Seven Sisters Road.
Yeah.
He is so London. He is so London.
No Portuguese accent.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
He's done well there, to be fair.
Corner for Sporting now. 15 minutes gone.
Let's not get caught out here.
Yeah.
I don't know who Jorginho's marking, but he looked a lot taller than him. I just couldn't get his name.
Say it now.
And he's talking to him. Look there.
Talking to
It's Paulinho, yeah. And Paulinho, I think, is coming in on good goal scoring form as well, from memory. And he looks a lot bigger than Jorginho. Oh, he grabbed his shirt and he put.
Proper grabbed it.
Don't get involved, Jorginho. He's chatting to him as well now. Don't get involved, man. Just defend this. They played it short.
Okay, blocked now, so step out.
Who is that Reece or Saka?
That was Saka, I think.
Yeah.
Too sure. Production have actually put the poll up as well. Who is the best on AFTV?
Who's leading at the minute?
Hey, I'm leading.
Robbie's leading.
Right, so I don't have to give no bonuses then, right?
None, Robbie.
Look at what you lot are doing out there.
Oh. Go on, sit with him.
Sporting coming down the left-hand side now. Ball in, dealt with.
Well dealt with.
Nice.
Well dealt
Go
with.
on.
Step out. Heavy
That was a
touch.
heavy touch. That was a heavy touch.
Been a bit too many heavy touches so far. They sort of settle themselves down. Settle themselves down, man.
I think the first goal is going to be so important for this. And if we can get it, Sporting are going to have to step out more, and we can, in my opinion, run away with it. But if Sporting get it, then it's going to be.
To be fair though, they're not defending. They're not deep, are they? They're like they're definitely trying to play. They're trying to move the ball around. You know what I mean? You see,
And look at that, first time.
moving the ball around.
Go on. Get that.
They give it away there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's it. Turn and be direct.
Well
Go
done,
on.
Reece.
Someone help him though. Someone help him. Okay. Bit further back than I would have liked, but it is what it is. Reset.
Ooh,
Sporting are
That's-
pressing.
Hey.
He's given the foul.
lucky to get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They started to come out 5 man.
They are pressing, aren't they?
Yeah. That is trademark Saliba though,
It's
isn't
a
it?
foul. It is a
Yeah.
foul.
Composed.
He's so confident on the ball.
Yeah. He dropped off for a bit, but he's found back his form now, hasn't he?
Yeah. Just had a slight
After
dip.
the World Cup, he had a bit of a dip, but
Yeah.
I think he's kind of getting back to his best now. Oh,
Exactly.
lovely Zinchenko.
Wonderful.
Well done.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Get it
That's
right.
in-
Nice,
That's
that's
it.
good. It's good football.
That's Zinchenko. He's a great midfielder, isn't he, Rob?
Nice.
Well
Won
won
it
back
back
by
as
Ben
well.
White.
I'm on your side, Jamesy, yeah? Trying to win you some money, mate.
While Arsenal keep possession, Shaw, question for you. If you could only pick one former Premier League player to interview, who would it be and why?
Oh, one to interview. Oh,
And he
God.
says big up Turkish as well, but yeah, that's the question to you.
Do you know what? I'm going to pick Ian Wright because he is the reason why I started supporting Arsenal. So I'm going to go Ian Wright.
Good
And
shout.
I want to interview you, Ian.
And so he's a top guy as well in terms of, you know.
Yeah, exactly. He's
I've
such
had
a
the
lovely
pleasure
guy.
of speaking to him, and he's very like open, honest. He talks well, and you know he
Yeah.
loves the fans. So that's a
Exactly.
good shout.
100%.
I noticed Turkish doing everything, little sweet talking things.
Trying to get the bonus, isn't it?
trying to get his name up in the polls. You know what I mean?
Listen, a minute ago I'm not too excited. Now I'm talking too much. Listen, let me open my Red Bull and take it easy.
Trying to get his name up in the poll, man.
Is it still Rob leading?
What is the poll saying? 31% Turkish, 44% Robbie. Yeah, he's still winning, man. Fuck that
Oh,
poll.
nearly closed the
getting
keeper.
up
You see
there,
that
though.
there?
It's not the first time.
Yeah, that keeper's looking dodgy, man, when you're closing him down.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What's the poll? How close is it?
Robbie's 44% and Turkish is 31%.
He's catching up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ooh,
that's
give the ball away.
because the Don is using those mafia tactics to coerce people, making them an offer they can't refuse and that.
Oh.
Made a kivio so far.
I can't remember him having that much to do.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
Nah, I can't remember.
Oh, what's going on here? Stepped on him or he pulled up?
Stepped on his foot, innit?
Yeah. Foot or yeah, he's holding his foot.
Vieira.
Listen, we don't need no injuries here, man.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. He steps on his toe there. That's painful.
That is painful, man.
Because that's one of those parts of the boot where there really isn't much.
Yeah.
When it gets you, it gets you.
Man.
Fabio Vieira with a fresh fade. Going back to Lisbon.
Yeah, got to look fresh for these Portuguese people, man.
That's it.
What's the weather like over there? Is it
17 degrees, no cloud.
Oh,
Right, just-
He sounds hurt. The way he said that, he sounds hurt. Man.
Piss me
He should have
off.
been there.
Piss me off. And it was snowing in London yesterday. Yeah,
I couldn't believe when I saw the snow. It started snowing from Tuesday.
Apparently, rain is forecast every day until the 22nd of March. Brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, truly glorious.
Thank you very much for that.
I know. I'm always the bearer of good news. Rob.
Brighten up our
that's
day.
the
First time, unlucky.
I think that might be
That
a
our
goal.
ball.
Good defending.
Is it corner?
It's looking like
Yep,
it from the way he's
corner.
running back.
Could he have done much else there? Nah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think that's their ball.
No, it's our ball.
Nah, it's
You
ours,
see,
it's
he
ours.
tries
Did
to
it-
flick it and it just catches.
Yeah.
Vieira was playing
Just
for the
catches
corner.
their player's foot.
Okay.
Come on, Arsenal, man. Let's get a goal there. It's from Jakob Kivior.
That would be
Hits
wonderful.
it in, that'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
Marvellous.
Go on.
That was great delivery. Great delivery.
what we
Someone
needed.
chatting shit to Zinchenko. as well. Come on.
That was great delivery. What a
Come
ball.
on.
What a ball.
No, someone
What's going on? What's going on
someone
with
was doing something with Zinchenko. They were surrounding Zinchenko for some reason, but
Listen,
Xhaka stepped in, obviously.
if there's one guy in our
promotion
team you
going
don't want to get loud to, yeah,
Xhaka
it's
stepped in.
Zinni.
Xhaka be cool.
No, I'm not worried about
Xhaka's
Xhaka. I'm not
looking a
worried
bit
about Xhaka. He's
composed.
got his head on straight this year. I'm not worried about Xhaka.
You don't often see this though. Goal up and then it's,
I know.
it's
There's
beef.
Yeah,
What's going on? What
They're all
complaining
grabbing us
about?
up. What is this?
I don't know.
They're probably vexed they conceded and they just.
Well, that's not
let's
very
pick on the-
it's not very sporting of sporting, is it?
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't see no problem with that.
What?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, Zinni's hold. Yeah, Zinni's got his arms.
Yeah,
Top
yeah.
of him.
But you know what? If
Yes.
I'm being honest,
It had nothing
Are
to
they
do with
holding
it
it.
has
Come on.
nothing to do with the goal. It actually has nothing to do with the goal.
But
Yeah, 'cause
Zinni's
it's behind.
holding
He's not going to
on
get
him
there.
and falls on
He's not
top.
going to get there. Look,
The problem is if they
But the
look at
problem
it,
is
it's a
that player
foul.
is that player stopping him from getting there as well, though.
I think they'll rule that out. Are they looking at that? Because it is a
I think
foul.
that's a goal, isn't it?
No, I don't think they're even looking
They're
at
not
it.
looking
been
at
given.
it.
No.
Oh, he's saying he
Oh,
touched
he's
my
saying he
face.
hit my face.
All right, fine. Don't worry, Zinni. Everyone knows you're a bad man.
1-0
Carry
up,
on.
we're good.
Isn't
been
it? We
given?
got you, Zinni. Oh, he's got a
But
yellow
Zinchenko got a
card.
yellow card for it.
I think Zinni must have got a yellow for something that happened after the goal.
I think
Then
they're checking it, innit?
they probably are. I wouldn't be surprised if they're.
If they check it, it's
That's
gonna.
that
It's gonna
Oh, they both got a
That's that
yellow.
Coates who used to play for Liverpool, yeah.
And he misses the next game.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Liverpool.
He's
Yeah,
a captain, right?
Yeah.
The Uruguayan, man.
yeah, I think so.
1-0 up,
Is it
baby.
given then? Is it definitely given?
I don't know.
I think they're still looking at it.
Are they checking it?
I don't know what's the hold up. Yeah, one.
It's
it
given.
Looks, it looks like it's given.
It's given. It's
One
given.
goal in 3 matches.
Come
I
on, Saliba,
absolutely
come on.
love the centre back.
Woo! 1-0. Let's go.
The threat that we have from our centre backs aerially now, and it's kicking. It's
Love it.
more often than
Hold
not
on,
we're getting
what's
something
going
from
in?
them.
Is he checking it or what? I don't know what's going on. Hurry up,
Is he
referee.
giving
What
out
are you
more
doing?
cards?
You're checking it, you're giving cards, what are you doing?
This is the thing when you're on the
Hey,
watch.
Let's
Sweet
go to the
time.
information station and find out what's going on. James, you can enlighten us.
Yes, the goal stands as far as we're hearing. There's, as you can see now they've resumed. So the goal's fine. Zinchenko seemed to be claiming something about a knock to the face or whatever, but it's clear that Zinchenko also had his arms around the player. I think VAR would have had a look and basically come to the conclusion, rightly so, as Vieira drives forward and he's been fouled. And that's Coates on a yellow card already. Is he going to send him off? By the way, Coates is going to miss the game at the Emirates anyway because of that yellow card. But he tried to avoid it. I think he might have done the right thing, not giving him a yellow there. But Laurie, we're 1-0 up.
Yeah, and you know what was encouraging about that is that on Saturday when I did the watch along, I was complaining about Arsenal taking too many short corners, and I was saying what I wanted to see was somebody with a good delivery put the ball in the box, because we got enough tall guys who can make a difference. And you saw Saliba there. In fact, there was two of them. I think it was Saliba and Kiwior queuing up literally for that.
Yeah, they just had the leap on their players the whole time. It was a great delivery. Was it Vieira with the delivery? I think
Yeah,
it
Fabio
was.
Vieira
Yeah,
with the
he's
corner
got a
kick.
fantastic cross
Yeah,
and final
and it
ball.
was great delivery, right in the mixer.
Yeah,
Saliba with the header, 1-0.
yeah, it is.
Got to say as well, with that incident afterwards with Zinchenko, I don't know what you think, but I love the fact that Xhaka got involved straight away. That's what you want your captain to do, protecting him. And I've always said that if I was on a night out, mate,
Yeah,
and it got a bit sticky,
yeah.
Granit Xhaka is one of those guys that you want
No.
on your scene, you know what I mean?
Completely agree. Like they're about to take the free kick. Looks like Zinchenko, but we'll go back to Robbie and everyone as they react to this free kick we got on the edge of the area.
It is Zinchenko who looks like he's over the free kick. Big moment this. If we could get another one in. I don't think Quartes should have been sent off for that. He did look like he slightly pulled out of that. It was definitely a foul.
Yeah.
But Zinchenko, what can he do from here? Here
Oh.
he comes,
Oh,
straight into the wall. We've got
He's
another
got the ball
chance.
again.
Oh, that's a great, great strike, but it was sort of straight at the keeper.
But it moved.
It did move a bit. Keeper did well out to push it over the bar.
Oh,
First
took
one
that
straight
yeah,
into
yeah.
the Quartes is about
again.
7 foot tall.
He was like a brick.
Yeah,
Jeez,
the
that
keeper
was
actually did well because there was a bit of movement there.
He got a firm hand to that.
Yeah.
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 Another corner to Arsenal though. Another chance to.
Come on, Arsenal.
To be honest, that corner for the goal was a sweet corner. It was
Wonderful
perfect.
delivery.
Was.
And another assist for Vieira. I mean, he, in terms of productivity in the minutes he gets,
Another sweet one.
Nah, I
I
didn't read the
jinxed
first
it.
minute.
I jinxed it.
It's all your fault, Turkish man. I'm talking out. You know what I mean? And then he goes plays a rubbish corner.
The poll's over and Robbie's got 46%, so we move on.
And what did you
no
get?
pay rise.
Not bad. Not even a pay rise for you.
Come on, Arsenal.
Gunnar Haas says, I remember losing the final in 2000 to Galatasaray in Copenhagen. I was crying that we lost even though my roots are Turkish. It was mad. It was mad. There was something about the UEFA Cup. The Europa League hasn't
Does have
reached that kind of...
I think
stature
now
for
though
me.
that you get the Champions League place out of it has made it, you know, has made it
Improved it,
more,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But this is
But I still
why
don't like. Sorry to cut you short.
no.
I still don't like the fact that teams can
drop in.
drop
in.
into it. Like, you know, Sporting have come out of the Champions
yeah.
League.
You
They
finished
finished
third and
third
then-
in their group. You know the crazy thing about it. So check how crazy and stupid this is. Yeah, Sporting finished third and could possibly progress. Yeah, Tottenham who finished second and went through. No, finished top, didn't they? They're out of all European
Yeah,
competition.
Yeah.
So how can that be right? But it's another chance also coming forward here.
Could he have played him in there?
Well, I think the defender might just have got to him. Just too high, just too high.
Good vision. Unlucky.
Question for the panel. Who is footballers' biggest ever shithouse?
Biggest ever.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
Joey,
think Vinnie Jones is up there.
Joey Barton's up there.
Vinnie Jones,
Joe
Joe
Barton.
Barton,
Robbie Savage is up there.
Robbie
Duncan
Savage,
Ferguson's up there.
Cantona.
Ben White's getting there, fam.
Jimmy Bullard's
Ben White's
up there.
getting there. Jimmy Bullard's up
Jimmy
there.
Bullard's up there.
Ben White is getting there.
Just take the Wimbledon
that
team from the
Marcus Edwards
90s
there?
and say, yeah, most of them.
Ooh, put in a little cross there at Marcus Edwards. But it was too long for
A
everybody.
little threat there from Sporting. Arsenal 1-0 up, 28 minutes
Arsenal
gone.
shit houses.
We've definitely got Ben White now, innit? Ben White now, he loves it. He loves it.
That's the problem. Over the years, we've had too many.
Keown
in
for that,
recent
Keown
times,
for
yeah.
that
No.
Van Nistelrooy one.
Yeah, Keown was, you know.
Yeah.
They were proper,
Ramsdale's
like,
getting
Keown
there.
was
Yeah.
proper.
Yeah.
But I'm
Ramsdale's
saying, like,
getting
over the recent years.
Oh, recent years.
Up
No,
until
no.
now, I think now we've got a couple.
We've been too nice.
Too
That's why
nice.
it's just...
You know what I liked a minute ago about this, which isn't going to sound bad, right? That when Quartes committed that foul, see how many Arsenal players were like, hey,
Yeah.
it's on the yellow already.
Pressure.
We never used to do that, did we?
Yeah.
You know what the thing is, in general terms, I'm not a fan of that sort of stuff, but the more it happened to us,
It happens to us all
and
the
we were
time.
on the
I'm not a
receiving
fan
end,
of it, but-
Yeah.
I just thought, look, if everyone else is going to do it and we're going to be on the
Exactly.
receiving end,
Exactly.
we've got to play the game.
Yeah, you know
it's
what I mean?
it's the way it is.
I'm not a fan of it either.
That's the thing.
But everyone else does it.
That's
gotta,
it.
listen, if they're not stopping it, you got to start doing it. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. But to be honest, in the league, we're getting fined
For everything.
for
Get
doing
fined for
that.
celebrating.
Yeah, now celebrating.
Zinchenko's down, by the way. That's another foul on him. The Arsenal player's complaining about it. He's still down.
Let's hope no,
This
let's
is
hope
what we
this
don't
ain't
want to
nothing
see.
bad.
I think his Marcus Edwards. Oh no, it's just like
It looks knee to knee there, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a clash.
Those can be quite painful though. If your legs
100%.
sort of planted and it takes you out, that can be quite painful.
Because if he's down, then it must be something.
Yeah, he's not one of those guys that stays down, innit?
Yeah.
Tomiyasu warming up.
Yeah.
Miles said last time you cried because of Arsenal. For me, it was FA Cup win against Hull in 2014. For me, it was Champions League final.
Do you know what, right? Yeah, I cried. Champions League finals. Me
Same.
and Laurie were there, we were crying. Do you know what, right? When we was watching the game the other day,
Bournemouth?
the Bournemouth game, Julian goes to me, he goes, this game's going to be like, when they went 2-0 up, he goes, this is going to be like that game against Hull.
Yeah.
Again, in
The
the FA Cup final.
final.
Remember that? We was 2-0 down.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
10 minutes or something.
And I looked over, I remember in that game, I looked over at Wenger and I was like, geez, man, this is the end. This is it, man. 2-0 down. Because remember, everyone, we hadn't won a trophy for, what was it, 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
And everybody was expecting us to win.
9 years, yeah.
Yeah, 9 years. And everyone's, I didn't like that they're playing out from the back. We got sloppy there, by the way. And
It looked peak.
we were 2-0 down. I was like, if we don't win this, man.
Nice.
I was thinking, if we don't win this, that's it. Arsenal's gone.
Was that the Santi Cazorla free kick final?
Santi Cazorla free kick. And then was it Mertesacker?
And Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Yeah. I remember the place went mad. When that third one went in, man. Oh,
Yeah.
that was brilliant.
What a way to win a final, though. 2-0
Yeah.
down in 10 minutes and then you pull it out.
Honestly,
the
I was like,
Mental.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, Birmingham all over again.
bag. And you see that Champions League final? I'll never forgive Almunia for that.
No, neither me.
And then the guy played
got
for the
beat at
next
his near
like,
post.
7 years. Twice.
Yeah.
Belletti's shot was going wide.
Yeah.
To hit his inside. Oh, close your
Honestly,
legs.
man, I was gutted. And Lehman in a way for getting himself sent off.
Yeah, I get that
You know,
one.
because he didn't
get
need to
that.
do that because it's so early in the game. So that upset me as well.
Well, in the same
Now-
way
now
we're
I'm
creating
thinking
new
about the
Premier
Champions
League.
League final.
I was going to say we're hopefully creating new memories in the Premier League, and hopefully we can do the same in the Champions League in years to come. But for now, we're stuck in this competition.
Yep. And I remember the
We're gonna
last time we
win
got to the final of that as well. I was at that one, and that was
Deadly.
Oh, someone said it
that
wasn't
was-
Per, it was Koscielny.
that was a horrible game.
That was deadly.
Hey.
Oh, they're closing down quickly.
They got
Get
best
the
in the
ball away,
world.
man. They are pressing us really high, they are, man, and really, their press is good. And so is ours.
But
Go on,
this
all the way,
is
all the way.
how,
Our
yeah.
press is good as well.
I feel like we should really continue keeping their goalkeeper under pressure though, because there have been two or
Yeah.
three times where he's left
When
it
he's
very
being
late.
pressed, then he's oh, that's a nice ball.
Nice.
Foul
That's a
ref.
foul
Nice.
ref.
Inside, let's keep it on.
All right,
Go
keep
on.
it going.
Okay.
Pull it
bring
back.
Bring
Pull
it
it
back.
back for the foul. Ref, pull it back.
That was a foul. Stay on him. Stay on him. Stay on him. There you go. Fine.
I think it's been a good half an hour. I know they had that first chance early on. 1-0 up.
Well done.
Nice.
Well done. All right, play it around.
Go on.
Too heavy.
Ball,
Too heavy.
Sheffield. Come on, man. You're better than that.
Is the ball light
Now
or
they're back on
something?
the attack again. They pop the ball, don't they?
Whee!
Save on
Deflection,
that
turn,
Turner.
had to make
Took
the
a little
save.
Long range
deflection.
shot. It did look like he took a little deflection. Long range shot there. Matt Turner just got down and pushed it away.
Miles is asking,
Now
would
the
you...
player running into the box, so that he did well to do that.
I didn't take
Oh, didn't
deflection.
Didn't take a deflection.
And it was
It's like
going
one of
just
those-
wide,
Right.
but...
I think he might hit the post.
I don't think
Yeah,
Turner can take
outside
that
of the
chance.
post,
You
yeah.
can't take the
Yeah,
chance.
yeah, yeah.
Another corner to Sporting.
Come on, defend this.
Right, let's defend this. Let's try and keep a clean sheet.
Goal.
As I said, that we
Great
concede
turn.
straight from the corner, and it is 1-1. And again, that was poor defending.
That was poor.
That goal reminded me of the goal we conceded against Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yeah.
That was poor defending by Arsenal. It was a great delivery, but poor defending, and it's 1-1.
They look like no one jumped for it.
Nobody jumped. The ball just came in.
It looked like it was
Nobody
quite close.
jumped. Nobody moved.
It looked like it was quite close to the keeper as well. I don't know. Let me check.
Look how many players we've got back there.
No one
No
jumped.
one's jumped. No
Not
one's
one
gone with
Arsenal
him.
player
Like,
jumped.
everyone just looks...
No one's trapped the runner.
Could
How can a corner
free
come
header.
in and no one jumped for it? That is mad.
Keeper had no chance. It's a free header.
Kivior doesn't even know where the man is. But could Turner have claimed that? Could Turner have gone
It
for that?
took two steps and then
No,
he...
I don't think so.
I think he could have if he went with his first instinct and then actually went for it because he took two
Defenders
steps.
got to deal with that. It's 1-1.
Mate,
Let's go to the information station. Let's see what the guys have got to say about that, because that was poor defending by Arsenal. That was a free header.
Yeah, that's really frustrating. Kivior doesn't look good on that corner,
He
does
doesn't.
he? I'll be
yeah,
honest.
He's got to address that, because not only did he jump, he seemed to turn away from the ball, James.
It was very like, it looked like he was kind of scared to deal with it. You just got to, even if you make it difficult for the person in front.
I'd rather you said that to me, but he looked like he turned away from it.
No, he did. Like, we'll call it what it looked like. By the way, I think he's had a decent start.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, that didn't look good at all. Arsenal now looking like they're responding quite well.
I mean, I heard Robbie say that it was very similar to Saturday's goal that we conceded against Bournemouth. If anything, it was worse than that.
Well, I think the thing with the Bournemouth one is the player peels off Partey, and Partey
exactly,
kind of loses concentration. This was totally unchallenged. So yeah,
Martinelli as well. He just stood there, didn't he? He didn't even jump.
It's really poor defending from Arsenal. I think Arteta will be absolutely furious about that. But there's another thing that I found even, I wouldn't say more concerning, but it's been a regular pattern of this game. A lot of under-hit passes. The more I look at it, it doesn't feel like the players are under-hitting it as much as, and this might sound really ridiculous, but let me land. It's almost like, you know, when sometimes like the opposition don't water the pitch, or they let the grass grow a little bit, or just little things that will slow the ball down. Yeah. I feel like there's been a lot of under-hit passes where players shouldn't be getting it wrong, but it's just not quite getting it. Zinchenko's done it, Matt Turner to Jorginho, or to Martinelli. Jorginho with a few passes as well. So yeah, look, it's 1-1. It's not the end of the world. We're not creating that many chances, but hopefully we've got some levels to go up, and Jorginho's getting better as the game goes on. Did well to win the ball back. So
I must say, in closing, Edwards is giving Zinchenko a bit of a warm time down that front.
Yeah, but I don't think either team are doing brilliantly in terms of chance creation. But here come Arsenal, back to Robbie.
Yeah, there's Arsenal coming forward again. It's really attacking game at the moment. Both teams attacking.
It's been a good reaction to going behind, though. I mean, not going behind, going level, sorry.
Going level. Both goals coming from corners. Poor defending from both sides on corners. Concerning for Arsenal that we're conceding these goals from corners, because we weren't earlier on in the season.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's got to get ourselves back into the game. Remember, it's over 2 legs, so it's about doing nothing stupid. Don't, end up conceding too many goals.
It's a good ball.
Nice pass there by Zinchenko.
That's it, go on.
Reece Nelson running there.
Oh.
A bit too much on that cross.
Can you keep it in? Yeah.
Oh,
But Reece has that right back. I mean, he needs to
he
get
does.
the
He
ball
has room
more.
for pace, don't he? He's just got to get his crossing a bit better.
Nice.
That's nice.
Oh, that was lovely.
Nice.
That's a
goal.
lovely
At the
ball.
end of that!
Right.
should have gone for goal.
Even chest it
You
down
should
and
have
go
gone
for goal.
There was no one on him. He really should have gone for goal there. Watch out.
Mistake there by Zinchenko. He fell over, and now Marcus Edwards is running at him, but it's a good recovery by Zinchenko. But Edwards definitely, trying to ramp it up with his pace. And there's another chance here. He passes it. That just went wide.
That was a good
from
save.
Marcus Edwards. A good save there by Matt Turner. Second long-range shot hit, and it's going to be another corner though.
Yeah, that's not
Saved
an
by
easy.
Matt Turner.
It's not an
Stretching
easy,
there.
because of where it lands.
Yeah,
it almost lands
full
behind him.
stretch, and he pushes it round the bar. So good save, but now it's another corner. Let's hope we can defend it better than we did the last one.
I don't think you can get worse than the last one, if I'm honest with you.
The guys were saying that Matt Turner basically didn't cover himself in glory in that last one. He should have done better. So
I think he should have said, but I think Martinelli lost his man. I think Kivior turned his back.
Right, it's another corner. That's another good corner. They dealt with it
Good
this time,
delivery,
right?
man, again.
Yeah, that guy's got a good delivery on him, and that's another
again.
good delivery.
Catch that
Punched
time.
out by Turner. I think he could have caught that, but
Yeah,
listen, if you're going to punch it,
A strong punch.
get distance on it, and he did. He got a massive distance on it. So
Almost to the halfway line.
1-1 it is at the moment.
7 minutes to go.
This is end-to-end stuff. Really attacking game by both sides, isn't it?
It is, but I can't help but feel like we've occupied some good positions, but just not necessarily made the right choice. We could have made a bit more of our moves than we have. Whereas with them, to be honest, aside from the corner, we've limited them to long-range opportunities in general.
Well done by Reece Nelson.
Coming up to 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Half has gone quick.
Good.
Really quick. Let's try and get another goal before half time.
Fabio over here.
Out wide.
Go on, inside.
Out wide, out wide, out wide, out wide. Set him off, set him off.
That's it.
Go on,
That's
get in the
it.
box.
Go on,
Reece
Reece.
to run.
Go on, Reece. Yeah, unlucky.
Oh, never
Defender
mind.
defended him well. He tried to come back inside him and defender had him. But gives the ball away
Throw
again.
in Sporting.
Throw into Sporting. End-to-end stuff. It really is. I think they were saying Fabio Vieira's got, I think in the Europa League, only Saka's had more assists for him than Arsenal at Arsenal this season. So
Sounds about right.
he has been having an effect.
See something today.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can really doubt Fabio Vieira's quality in dead ball situations or if he has to have a long range effort. That's not really where anyone takes issue.
It's on the ball and how,
That strength.
physical he is
Yeah.
or isn't. Because he isn't, yeah, is he? Really, that's the.
It's just the way you said it.
Oh, yeah. 6 assists in all competitions. That's good.
Nice.
That's another good ball.
Oh, well defended.
Let's make that corner count.
Corner
We've
to
got a
Arsenal.
flick on it.
Let's make it count.
Another goal.
It's been, attacking wise, we've been all right, but it's just, Arteta will be furious at the way we gave away that
100%.
Yes.
gave away that goal from a set piece, you know?
I know. I want to watch it back again, but I do feel as though had Matt Turner been a bit more commanding from the outset, he could have got there.
Right. Another corner, Reece Nelson puts it up really high. Oh, is that crept in?
Did that go in?
Are they calling for
I think the
handball?
keeper just got it. But again, Arsenal there. And the goalkeeper's complaining that the ball was knocked out of his hands. Could Arsenal player get a book in here?
Was it Martinelli?
Shut up, man. It's not that deep. These men acting like it's a
that
two-footed
deep. It's not
tackle or
handball,
something.
is it? Relax, keeper. He's trying to get the player booked.
Give him a
Get on with
yellow.
it. The referee's not happy with him. Keeper's
see
lost
it?
his head. Oh, he's going to give a card.
Bro, you didn't even see
He
it. Though,
didn't even
did you?
see it. He's given Martinelli a yellow
Martinelli.
card.
At least
And I don't think the referee even saw what went on.
Exactly.
At least wait for VAR.
Wait.
Look at that. He
He
hit Matt.
knocked over
Ben White.
Oh, did that cross the line?
That?
Wait,
What?
can we see that again?
Do they have
please?
goal line technology in? They must do.
Oh, what's he giving Martinelli a card for that?
It should have been
ridiculous.
Xhaka. It should have been Xhaka.
That is ridiculous by the referee.
If anything, it should
And
have
he's
been
trying to
Granit.
claim that he got an elbow off of Martinelli. I mean, that's disgusting.
Nah. If anything, he
know?
went into the back of Ben White's head.
Exactly.
Now he's
Well, he's
checking.
being
What is he
told
checking?
Something.
They're overturning
Oh,
the
are
yellow.
they checking
They're going to
too?
give it to someone else. I think
Maybe
they're going to give it
he's
to
giving the yellow
Xhaka.
to Xhaka
Yeah, I
instead
think he's
of
going to give it
Martinelli.
No?
No, what's going on?
Nothing.
That's a farce. That is a farce.
What,
the
are we
referee-
carrying on?
I don't think he knows what's going on.
I don't know what the referee's doing
Oh
there.
no.
I don't think that should have been a yellow card for anybody.
Martinelli's
He's
baffled,
saying
rightly
it wasn't
so.
me.
That is pure chuckle
And the
brothers.
referee, he didn't see it. He's just going off of what the players
Yeah.
told him. And that's a
Literally.
dangerous
Yeah, yeah,
thing when you've got a referee
It is.
doing
You can't
that.
do that, man.
Folding under the pressure.
That's mad. Did the ball cross the line, by the way?
Surely they've
Well,
got
they
goal
must
line
have goal
They
line
must have
technology,
goal line,
innit?
they
So
must.
if
Does it work? Is the question.
it looked like he crossed the line, didn't it?
It
But
did.
if the goal line technology hasn't gone off it,
Nice.
probably not crossed it. That
Nice.
was lovely by Zinchenko.
Good.
Go on.
And that was a
let's
nice
go.
pass out.
Alright, some space there.
Right. Martinelli on the
That's
ball
it,
now
go
on the
Martinelli.
left-hand side. That's a nice little cross.
Oh!
Unlucky. It was a difficult one for Saka to control.
It was.
Unlucky.
Here's the incident. It's the goal line
Oh!
technology.
No, it's not the whole ball.
Didn't all cross the line. It's very close.
It's half the ball. Half the
Half the
ball.
ball crossed the line.
Literally.
Half the ball crossed the line. That's one thing you can trust that goal
Yeah,
line
they've
technology.
got that bang on.
Yeah.
No, there's been. I'm sure it was in a
There's
Brighton
one game,
Yeah,
one game.
Yeah, there's one, but one
After
out of how many,
COVID.
you know
The
what I mean?
first match
Yeah.
after COVID, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half time they fixed it.
Oh, okay.
That's one out of. That's the only one
How
I can ever
many?
remember.
That was a good save in the end.
Oh dear.
Matt Turner, easy. That was risky.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind half time now.
Come on. Nice.
Let's go.
We need to get Bukayo on the ball more, man.
Yeah, he's not been on the ball enough, has he?
Nice. Alright, cool. Let's
Go, 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 go.
Right, Reece Nelson driving at the defender.
Go on, release
Come
it.
inside,
Release
I like
it.
that.
That's a foul.
Referee,
Did he
Jesus.
see it or what?
I don't think he saw. I think he saw him on the floor and then just turned around with his arm. This guy doesn't know what's going on.
This referee ain't got a
He's
clue.
knackered.
He
doesn't
did
know what's
actually
going
give
on.
it, but I mean...
Yeah, but he gave it.
All right, sack the
Actually,
ref.
the one thing I might say about that
But he
is...
pulled him.
Yeah, the one thing I might say about that
He
is
was waiting
maybe
to see where the
he's
ball
trying
went.
to see if he could, any advantages played. But it's definite foul. Let's do something from this now.
3 minutes added on, first half. We're into it already. Vieira over the ball. Super chat from New Jersey. I really want to win the Europa League. We need a European trophy, and what would it mean for this team to go into the Champions League as Europa champions? Come on, you Gunners.
Yeah, it'd be great to do the double.
And Robert's asking, who's the biggest user of the dark arts in the Prem? You're going to have to give me some time to think about it. Any names off the top?
I'm assuming.
Good delivery.
Oh, I'm assuming he
I
means
thought he was
player.
going the other way.
That's what I thought. You couldn't tell on TV.
Trajectory
innit?
there, isn't it?
Go on, Vinicius.
When I Reece.
Is that Reece or
Oh, sorry, Saka, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a great
oh, good
that's
The
goalkeeping.
goalkeeper did
Good
very well.
goalkeeping.
Now he's going to milk it, the fact that he got...
The player was more than
Player's gotta
entitled
go
to
for
go
it,
for
man.
that. More than
Yeah.
entitled to go for that.
This just feels like
Brave
one of them
goalkeeping, to be
games.
fair.
Yeah, where the ref
He's
is
holding
just
his
gonna
arm, he's holding his
dish out
leg.
so
he's
many
holding...
cards.
Did they not put 3 minutes up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it 4 now?
Change of heart.
It's a lovely ball.
Am I imagining things?
Yeah, because
Oh, did he
Doesn't touch him.
he even get the...
He doesn't touch
even
him.
get the ball. Just collides with the player, don't
he
he?
went straight into
And then
Reece.
he went down like he's injured.
Yeah.
Man. Get
But
up,
he went
man.
into Reece.
Talking about dark
He
arts.
could argue a
This
penalty
guy's
for that, you know that?
Yeah,
He's not got the ball, has he? He's just
Exactly,
gone through the
and he's
player.
gone straight
player.
into
The reason I
Reece.
think they wouldn't give it is the ball's going directly out. Of
What?
play.
And he got the free kick.
He got the
They've
free
got-
kick. He got nowhere near the ball. He took out Reece Nelson, who's really, he should be the player rolling around on the ground.
Literally.
And he's there, he's got the free kick.
Oh
What's Matt
dear.
Turner doing?
Oh dear.
Matt Turner.
Oh man.
Yeah, apologise, mate. Don't
Yeah,
do it
well,
again.
stop apologising, stop doing it.
The 3 minutes has turned to 4 minutes.
What's going on in this game?
I don't know.
I'm not imagining that. It did say 3.
did
innit?
say
It
three,
did.
100%.
Turkish said 3 minutes
100%
added.
what I
said
thought.
3. We're 2 minutes into it anyway, so
That's
3
what I
to
thought.
go.
Maybe
Well,
their goal.
he did give the yellow card to the
Go
wrong
on,
person,
get it
so you
right.
never know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Maybe their goalkeeper just asked for an extra minute and got it.
Yeah, exactly. Ref, they got it wrong.
All right, can we get one more attack before the half finishes? Let's get a goal before the end of the half.
I think we're ending the half well, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
There we are.
A goal just
Up until that, you know, it's just long range shots from them, really, wasn't it? It's just.
They had the one early on where their player cut in and sent it wide, but other than that, yeah, it was.
Annoyed by conceding the goal in that way.
I think we all are, man.
literally. Go and get it to white.
I'm just trying to still think of that one you said about the dark arts.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I know...
Burnley used to be under Sean Dyche.
Yeah, yeah.
Used to be, you know, masters of the dark arts.
Are we talking teams or players?
This season, Newcastle,
Yeah.
you know, wasting time.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Going down every minute.
Bruno Fernandes is very good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good shout.
Does always work, though. You can see on Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
Holding your face when it hit your hand.
Hey.
Get the ball away.
Poor. Good
One
work.
back though, well done, Jorginho. Ball through the top there. Ooh.
Oh, not two defenders there.
30 seconds to go. Richard says, people always slag off English refs and talk about foreign refs like they are outstanding. VAR is making refereeing in general shambolic. I can't lie, I hate VAR.
Can we blame the VAR?
You can when they're actually brought in to raise the doubt, and they're adding more doubt than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of like the refs on the field, like this one, for example.
That's showing again where Matt Turner got away with that.
Very much so.
Yes.
Very much
That
so.
could have gone
Can't
anywhere.
afford to do that. Anyway,
That could have gone anywhere.
it's half time and it is 1-1 as the half finishes there. We're going to go over to the information station to find out what the guys made, or are they adding on more time? I don't know with this referee.
Everyone back on the pitch. We ain't done
But
yet.
we're going to go over to the information station to get the lowdown on that first half from James and Laurie. But as I said, it is 1-1 half time in the Europa League.
All right, Laurie. Yeah, 1-1. Can I just start with a bit of a rant? Adan, the goalkeeper, I'm going to do a tie here. He's a disgrace.
He's certainly a character, isn't he? He's certainly a character.
Do you know who I clocked halfway through, and people on Twitter have been saying this as well, who used to play for them? Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, it's inherent then.
I've never seen a team moan so much in my life. I mean, I guess if you're ever going to moan, it's about a goal you concede. But they're moaning for absolutely everything. The referee seemed to go to the goalkeeper, went, so yeah, who do you want booked? Oh, that guy. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it was like retrospective, isn't it? It's like the...
If anything,
dropped the ball.
If anything, you should have booked Xhaka, because Xhaka seemed to take the ball off it. He gave it to Martinelli. That shows that the referee didn't have a clue what he was doing.
He didn't have a clue. He basically did it on the instruction of the goalkeeper, which is bizarre.
I cannot believe that Adan went down holding his chest. That's worse than the Bruno one. When he glided past Reece Nelson like that. And the ref gave a free kick.
Yeah, it's poor.
Oh, no, it's really shambolic. I mean, there have been a few really embarrassing moments for players in that first 45. From a diving and whinging and moaning perspective, Sporting have more than put their best foot forward. Yeah. In terms of on the footballing front, I'm sorry, and I know he's new and it's his debut, and I think Kivior did some really nice things in that half, but I really don't like that defending from the corner.
Poor.
I was not a good look,
because he
Laurie.
seemed. I mean, listen, he will have his own explanation for it, and I'd love to know what it is, but it did appear that he turned his back on the ball.
Well, do you know, to give him the benefit of the doubt here, sometimes if you're not going to win something, it's best not going for it.
But at least face the ball. He turned away.
I'm really, really digging here. Like, scraping the bottle.
And like you said, up until that moment, he'd had a very encouraging first half. He'd shown some good touches, a couple of interceptions.
Unless he got a shout. That's the only other thing. Sometimes you do that when you get a shout. Like, he might have heard someone behind him or Matt Turner.
But then
shout,
even then, you wouldn't turn your back, would you?
No, but what he's doing is he's trying to make it very clear that he's avoiding it for someone else to deal with. That's the only thing. Yeah. But it didn't look like that. Obviously, we've only got the pictures. It looked more like he just went, I don't fancy this one. And I'm sure that's not it. I mean...
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not the
I
case.
hope not, because that would be very worrying.
No, I'm sure there's.
You've also got to be fair to him and say that Martinelli is also just stood still, really, hasn't he?
What's that? Sorry,
Martinelli in that frame.
For the goal. Sorry, for a second I thought you meant for the half.
And to be fair, that was disappointing from Arsenal's point of view. I heard Robbie say a true thing. He said that Mikel Arteta is going to be very disappointed with that incident because. Up until then, Arsenal, it could be fair, was dominating. Not for the first time this season. They've gone away from home, and they're registering like over 70% possession.
So, sorry, just some interesting comments. Sorry, because I think this is just interesting on the goal that we're talking about. People saying it's Turner's fault, that's his ball, says Sakul. Natty says people know he's moving for the keeper. Stop digging man out, let players fall and rise, says Jermaine. First of all, we're just trying
to... What do you mean digging out?
No one's digging anyone out. We're talking about a goal that was conceded.
What is he talking about?
The second thing is about whether Turner should have claimed it.
How can we be digging... We've just stated a fact. He turned his back on the ball.
Yeah, well,
how is that digging somebody out?
Well, he definitely turned away from it. He definitely kind of...
Yeah, but that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah.
It's a statement of fact.
Yeah.
How is that digging somebody out?
Yeah, and a lot of people blaming Turner. I'd like to see it again. We'll be able to see it again in a sec, so we'll give a better opinion.
And we also said, right, to be fair to Kivior, we'd said up until that moment, he'd actually enjoyed a good half. Now,
yeah. I agree.
Yeah, so...
On the Arsenal front, we're on the negatives. We'll go into the positives after, but... While we're being critical of the performance, I also think I've actually looked quite sharp in the way they've moved the ball around. They've had the ball in nice areas. They've managed to get Nelson and Saka one-on-one with fullbacks a few times, but mainly Nelson. But there is a lack of cutting edge. I mean, I don't think this is a... Robbie described it as a really good sort of attacking game. And I agree in terms of it feels frantic and open.
It's end to end.
But I don't think either team is doing anywhere near enough to actually... You got the match stats there. I mean, what is it? 6 shots for Arsenal to their 5. It's hardly a peppering for either team.
No.
And how many times has the keeper made a save? Yeah, 2-3 times maybe each. It's not like I'm watching both teams going, we're on the brink of scoring here, keep doing it and the goal will come. Yeah. It actually feels like it's going to take set pieces or moments of magic for each team to score.
Well, I think there's also to be fair that both teams have got in behind their fullbacks at various times. I mean, we've done it with Reece Nelson done it, Saka's done it, and we also have to be fair and balanced. Marcus Edwards got in behind Zinchenko a couple of times as well.
Yeah, he's looked quite bright, hasn't he?
Yeah, so I think it's a pretty good game. It's quite entertaining, end to end, you could argue. I think chances will come in the second half. Judging by what we, I think
I don't
so.
know. I think when there's a second leg, I think it tends to close up a little bit, and people think, all right, we'll worry about the next leg.
I think we will definitely see a lot of the ball in the second half. We did in the first half, really. So I'm expecting that trend to continue in the second half, and I think we will get chances. I'm quite encouraged by what I see. I just think that we could have been fairly comfortable.
Yeah.
Had it not have been for that set piece, which, to be fair, it was very poor. I mean, we compared the goal today to the one against Bournemouth. I would argue that the one against Bournemouth, we were far less culpable. This one was just rank poor defending. Bournemouth one, we could have picked the guy got away from the marker. He got away from Partey. On this occasion, he didn't need to get away from anyone because no one challenged him.
Yeah, you're right.
And similarly with our goal, I mean, I'd said to you, James, that, and this was well before we scored the goal from the corner, I was saying to you that if we get corners, I hope we don't do what we did on Saturday, which is what we tended to opt for the short corners, and it didn't quite work out. But yeah.
Here we go. So we're watching the Inacio goal. Another player I said in the starting 11. Another player that I said in the starting 11. Oh,
I'm not sure if you can blame Matt Turner for that.
So Matt Turner. So they're highlighting Matt Turner. Yeah, I get it though. You know, I get it. You know, so I think what's happened here. This is a super chat from Deban.
Look at Kivior. He did not even jump. He's come on now. That is not Matt Turner's fault. That is Kivior's. Okay.
So let's break this down, because I appreciate everyone's just watching us going, ooh, and just saying things and not actually, So this super chat from Debanshi says, Kivior thought Turner would get to it. Well, Kivior should have jumped, though. He just did there. I think both are to blame, because from Kivior's perspective, even if a keeper's coming to claim, you've got to jump. You've got to at least do something to make the run uncomfortable for the centre-back. Matt Turner, though, he does step out to come and deal with it, and then doesn't do anything. Yeah. So if you come up, you've got to, again, at least, if you're coming forward and you don't think you're going to get to it, at least make yourself big, at least jump, at least something to parry. So it's not great from either player. I think it's also a good ball. I think it's also a good header. I don't think we should take away from that.
I think it's a disappointing goal to concede.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, I think you got your big... I mean, Kivior's a big guy. I mean, he must be, 6'3"?
Yeah. I think he is about 6'3",
he must
6'2".
be. He looks a very... to me, if you're a central defender in that area, that ball is in your zone.
Yeah.
You got to attack it, man.
Unless
you get the call from the keeper to say no, which we don't appear to see on that footage.
Matt Turner as well, another shaky moment with that pass into Saliba that was cut out. Yeah. Sporting could have done more from that. He's not looking his absolute most confident. No. But, I wouldn't say
which is funny because we were bigging him up before the game, weren't we?
Well, he played really well in the times that he was called upon, before the World Cup in the Europa League games and whatever. He's not been at his very best. Let's talk some positives, though. Arsenal score from a set piece themselves, and look. By the way, Sporting will be just as disappointed with the defending on their set piece potentially, because it's quite a. I mean, at first I thought great corner from Vieira, but it's actually very textbook. And I'm not. People think I'm being very negative about everyone, but he's just lifted it into a dangerous area. I know that might sound easy. It's not easy. But it's not like it's got particular whip on it or pace and that it's attacked. It's actually just a standard cross into the box, really.
It was good delivery, and what I liked about that is that Saliba and Kivior, they attacked it, and that's when you get results.
Yeah.
And likewise for our goal, the opposition might be looking at that and think they could have defended better. I mean, let's be honest, no team likes to give away goals from set pieces. I'm sure that's every manager.
They always feel like cheap ones.
Yeah, they always feel like you're giving the goal away, because really you should really defend it. You know what I mean? So they'll be disappointed, we'll be disappointed. It's evened up. I do think.
But it was a really good header from Saliba, though.
Yeah,
Let's
it
give
was.
credit.
Yeah,
and I'm
well.
not sorry. I'm not trying to play down Vieira's cross in his corner. It's a good cross in corner. But what I'm saying is, it's not one of those where I'm like, oh, I can see why the defence struggled to deal with that. You know, it's actually just put into a dangerous area. Saliba and Kivior rise. Saliba does really well to nod it into the back of the net. They don't have anyone on the post, which is a thing that teams seem to be moving away from, is putting players on the post as well.
As a manager, you want, when you get a corner like that or a free kick or something in that vicinity, what you want is good delivery. So you want your striker, or whoever takes it, to put it into that box in that sort of what they call that corridor of uncertainty, that area where anything can happen. And if the delivery is good, it will often give defenders a problem. They will have to assert themselves and head the ball out. Now you saw there that they allowed Saliba, I wouldn't say allowed, but Saliba got there and made the header. What was interesting is that Kivior was behind him. So they'll be disappointed because there was 2 Arsenal players basically queuing up to head that ball in the net.
Yeah.
Likewise with their free kick, we will be disappointed because none of our defenders jumped. So that in effect offered, what's the guy's name? Ignacio, who scored. He basically had a free header.
Yeah.
So between Matt Turner, Kivior and Martinelli, none of those 3 have jumped. Ignacio has, and he's been rewarded with the goal.
Yeah. I think Arsenal just need a little more. Look, they're playing against a back 3 that'll be hard to break down. I don't think Arsenal need to overcommit here. I think if Arsenal can keep doing what they're doing, maybe just up not the tempo, because I actually think the tempo has been quite good. I think it's the accuracy, the execution of what they're trying to do. I think there is a goal or 2 maybe in the second half.
Definitely.
I think there's also chances for Sporting. So I think the aim of the game is come out into the for a second leg that is all to play for and well in our control, whether that's by getting a draw or
I think we can win this game.
No, of course we can win, but I don't think Arsenal will commit everything to winning this game. I think they'll look at that first half and go, we weren't great, but actually with a little bit extra quality here, you think of that cross to Xhaka at the back post and a couple other little moments, Arsenal might have found a goal if they would just execute things a bit better. I think some of the passing as well, I mentioned this during the match, that I do think Sporting have A, not watered the pitch, and B, let the grass grow a bit longer, because there are times where Arsenal are trying to punch the ball into midfield or just play through the lines, and it feels like it's just being slowed down. And I'm looking at it and going, is that Arsenal and the players just not on it, not looking sharp, completely getting their weight of pass wrong, or is it that they're just adapting a little bit? I know it sounds silly, but those little margins do matter sometimes.
No,
if they didn't matter, managers wouldn't do it, but there's a reason. So
second half game management is important. So we want Arsenal to be positive, and when we get the ball, which we will get the ball, to be purposeful and to be attacking. But we've also got to be defensively responsible. The playing out from the back, a couple of times you saw Matt Turner putting the defenders under pressure. I don't like that. There's nothing wrong with going long. Sometimes when I see that, it's almost like they feel compelled to play a short one when the defender or the Arsenal player has got his back to play. That immediately puts him under pressure. Look up and see if there's something else on. If there isn't anything on, hit the channels.
Yeah.
Because that way, you get the ball away from your goal.
But I think Arsenal's plan since Arteta walked in has always been to play out the back, suck teams in the hope that then you're running at a much more open team.
But if it doesn't open up that way, then you've also got a plan B, which is to go long. I think the idea is that it rarely looks like it's on, but you've got to be good enough to play out. Do you know what I mean? But even going long can give you an option. It can catch the other team out because they're expecting you to play the short one. You've gone over the top, and all of a sudden you've got Reece Nelson and Saka bearing down on the defender. So,
super chat from Guy or Dude says, it wasn't the grass, James. Listen, typical. You say something and people just make up other things you said and whatever. I didn't say we're not playing well because of the grass. What I'm saying is there have been some underhit passes. Underhit passes has nothing to do with the goal we concede. It has nothing to do with our chance creation or anything like that. I'm just saying there have been some underhit passes. So Arsenal either need to sharpen up or adapt to it, because Mourinho did it when they beat Barcelona. They would talk about letting the grass go a bit longer or not watering or things like that, because it affects the flow of the team. They're expected to have more of the ball, more possession. There you go. You all learned something. Ellie with the super chat says, Mikel Arteta is cooking in North London. Pep Guardiola must have mixed feelings. Yeah, well, not in this game. We're struggling a little bit. Dave Jordan says, hope Arteta's listening and learning from Laurie.
No, I just see things that I think we can improve on. But you know what? I mean, I don't want to be like negative. There was enough there that I saw in the first half, which gives me confidence that we can get a positive result in this game. As I said, it's about game management. When you go away from home in games like this, you've got to be defensively responsible because you don't want to give yourself too much to do in that second leg, in that second game. So I'm encouraged by what I see. We will get a lot of the ball. I mean, look, we had 70% possession in the first half. I see no reason why that's going to change. We just got to take our chances. I'd like to see us have a few more shots. There's a couple of times there when we were in good positions. You saw the striker taking that first touch, and then by the time he's looking to take the second one, and that's it. So
yeah. All right, second half back to kick off.
Still going for a 2-1 win.
Fine. Back to Robbie, Sheroy, Turkish and Charlene.
Yes, we're back, and like the guy said, we're about to kick off now. It's 1-1 at half-time. Big up Kelechi's in the studio, just turned up. You know him already, always late. Kelechi's in the building, and it's half-time, 1-1. Both goals scored from set pieces, as you saw. Can Arsenal go on and get a win in this game? You know what I mean? Which will take a lot of pressure off next week. Of course, the game is over 2 legs. And guys, what do you want to see in the second half, Sheroy?
I just want to see a bit more bravery in the final third. There were a few situations where we had a couple of players back to goal that weren't necessarily turning, and we weren't really direct from the flanks. And when we had a bit of joy. You know, when Reece got the ball early, he had a lot of joy down that flank, and I think we need to do the same with Saka. And then we've got enough to win this game. You know, this lot are there for the taking, and it's still very much in our hands, man.
What do you reckon, Charlie?
I want to see more of what we've been doing in the first half and just finish our chances and defend these set pieces. We need to brush up on that. So I think all in all, like Sheroy says, they're there for the taking. I think we can still get a win. I'm still feeling confident. Yeah.
Got to stop that though, giving the ball away sloppily, and now Sporting are on the attack again. And that was just from a simple ball given away, and here comes Sporting coming forward. Turning inside out, Turner there, punches the ball away, but it's another chance there, and he saves it. And that all came from giving the ball away in midfield really, really cheaply, Turkish.
Yeah.
We got to do better on this.
100%, because that's where they're finding their joy, when we're losing the ball through our own mistakes and they're running into space. That's where they create their chances, aside from the goal, obviously, from a set piece. I think we've just got to pick up where we left off end of the first half, Rob. You know, at the end of the first half, I think we was knocking on the door.
The ball away again there.
Same again.
Are we nervous?
And these are simple balls.
Exactly.
Simple balls, and we're just like being very sloppy at the moment. We've got to improve this.
Stay
Anyway, chance to press their keeper.
Yeah, we need more control in the second half, that's for sure.
Yeah.
By the way, Charlene, thanks for a cup of coffee.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
Sorry, team, I didn't make for everyone because I couldn't carry. I've only got one set of hands.
Don't
worry about him. Don't worry about him.
I mean, we all know that there's only one man on this sofa that can actually give a bonus out, and that's why he got the coffee. Don't worry, I'm not taking it personally.
Need a couple of trays in the kitchen.
Oh, mate.
Right, here they come. Arsenal coming forward again.
Nice.
Lovely turn there.
Nice.
Lovely, Saka. Oi!
Bit too much.
Jeez.
Gone.
Imagine he just
Won it back. Yes, we have won it back.
Out wide.
Put it out wide.
Good. Now run at him.
Reece.
Just run at him. Run at him.
Oh, go on, Reece.
One
Nice.
Come on, finish it!
Finish that! And the keeper saved it.
You have to square that. You have to square that. First time you square that.
Martinelli there, greedy there, isn't it? He has got to square it.
No, that was a save though.
That's onside.
Yeah, it's onside.
But look at that.
Yeah, square it.
You've got to square that. And you know what?
It's a
I think
lovely pass by Zinchenko.
Beautiful. Look,
Just got to square it there. Look, he looked up and he saw Fabio Vieira.
That's why I'm even more surprised, because Fabio Vieira is like his best mate. I would have thought he would have wanted to give him a goal.
When you're a
Corner anyway to
attacker,
Arsenal.
when you're a
That was very
striker,
greedy.
I know, but
and it was a great save.
It was.
Because he dinked it over and he just got his hand out.
Right, corner to Arsenal. I guess he's a striker, so.
it was a great pass into him, though.
Another high one there by Reece, really high.
Ooh.
Back post.
Seems to be a tactic, isn't it? They're putting him in really high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I prefer him to going short.
I mean, the problem
I
with
don't know
that
about
is
the height though.
Oh, this is better by Arsenal coming forward again now.
Nah.
All put in, or they just managed to deal with it sporting. There's some good play there by Arsenal.
good press.
And a good press in there.
Nice.
Oh, just wide.
Does the keeper get a touch?
No.
From Fabio Vieira, then. Good
to
effort.
score today.
That was a good
Just
What did I
wide.
put on my board?
Well, we've
Lovely press in there. Was that Granit Xhaka? But just wide.
We've come out to
Keeper
play.
was beaten.
We have come out to play.
Oh, that's a
Shout
handball.
there for a handballer for Quartes.
He's always involved, this quartet.
Isn't it? He's active, mate.
Just wide. Oh.
I think they got to look at that handball though, man, because
Are they gonna?
he didn't need
Keep out
to.
of cover.
Better by
Vieira.
Arsenal, though. Better by
Next
Arsenal.
one's a go.
Of course they're not.
Oh, if Martinelli had squared that, that would have just set the second half up
yeah.
so nicely.
They do give you a chance this sporting, don't they?
Just can't lose this game from this position, man. We should have enough for them next week at the Emirates, but
Yeah, but I'd rather just get the W
yeah,
today.
yeah, exactly. Go on.
Go on!
Oh, come
Oh, too
on.
heavy, too heavy.
Way too heavy.
Oh, no.
Way too heavy.
Oh man, he was in. Thing is, we have enough quality to be getting these right.
Exactly. We need a goal.
Ah, Reece, that was just needed to be
Good job he
cushioned.
jumped out that way.
Yeah,
Don't want to get injured either.
exactly.
Saw the idea there.
Positive 5 minutes to open
Really
the second half.
Yep, Lewis Bronson says lots of players have minimal playing time. The result is expected.
Nice one.
Experienced players, so I was just looking at it, experienced players need to steady the ship. Love the panel, all the different characters you all bring to the table. Bless you guys. And Diallo, that was for Lewis Bronson. Diallo says, Zinni is pissing me off. He's toying around, but he nearly had a brilliant assist a minute ago.
Oh no.
I mean, that was brilliant. Oh, this
Nice,
is good by
Reece.
Arsenal again.
Out there.
That's it. Send it into the
Now a
box.
nice cross. That is a nice cross. Ah, he got.
We're so close,
above
but
it there.
still so far.
So this is
Come on, let's
exactly how
convert
Arsenal
these
get the goal. When it's wave after wave after wave.
Yeah.
More often than not this season, we've got
Yeah,
the breakthrough.
Exactly.
Lovely cross here by Zinchenko.
Floated it.
You got to do a bit better there,
I
no?
think, yeah,
I think the defender behind did just done enough.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Martinelli's good in here. You know?
Get him underneath it.
Kivy or flinch, which was embarrassing. Let's be honest, says best in the world won.
That was. I just don't understand it. I wonder, did Turner give him a shout? Because I just don't understand how a centre back does that.
Dave Jordan says, hope Arteta's listening and learning from Laurie Pulis.
Salt Bay Laurie Pulis.
Isn't it? What next?
And Ellie says, Mikel Arteta is cooking in North London and Pep Guardiola must have mixed feelings. And Guy or Dude says, it wasn't
Man
the
on.
grass, James. James blaming maybe the high cut grass earlier
Oh, was he?
For what though?
for us under hitting the passes. Or like that one, for instance. Maybe James is right.
We like to take risks, don't we?
But then having said that, I have seen a couple that I would also describe as overhit. So it's not just like everything's been underhit. I just think the weight of our pass
That's where the grass has been cut too low.
on those particular areas of the pitch.
We'll get James. Maybe James can consult with Ben White. He says he likes gardening.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Does Ben White like gardening?
Yeah, he
Is that
says
what
he loves gardening. He said he loves gardening.
Maybe we can have a little
Yeah.
grass segment on tactical insight.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sure I read somewhere one of the
Lovely boy.
one of Man City's allegations against him is the grass wasn't cut short enough in a few games or something like that.
Oh, my.
James like that one.
Has an impact.
James is going to throw one of those fruit pastels at my head in a minute. I can see it. I can see it.
That's good.
No, we
Okay,
started this
so
half
Reece.
well.
Nice crossing there by Reece, but
Defended.
put away there by the organised back four there of Sporting.
You see, I don't mind that because that can take a nick and go anyway. Do you know what I mean? At least you're asking the question.
Yeah, it's positive football.
Yeah, we have picked up where we left off in the first half, though.
Yeah, giving the ball away.
That as well. That was part of it.
Oh. Come on, Arsenal.
Oh, there's a way there. This is dangerous by Sporting.
Go to him, man. Why are you not standing off?
Right.
Everyone stood off and there's a nice ball in.
Well defended.
Well
Who was that?
defended in the end.
Saliba.
But there were 4 players standing off the
Yeah,
runner
yeah, we
throughout.
stood off him.
One of you go to him. And it's not over yet. They've still got the ball.
Come on, Dylan.
Oh, that was good by Sporting.
Ooh.
Good save by and they've
my
scored.
God.
2-1. 2-1 to Sporting Lisbon.
Too easy.
Sporting,
Too easy.
and that was too easy, and that was again poor defending.
Come on, boys.
And you know
Poor
what?
defending. Arsenal been on the front foot the whole of the second half since it started, but Sporting one breakaway goal again from us giving the ball away, and they go down the other end and score, and we're up against it now.
Now you say good save, yeah. I'm not going to shit on Matt Turner for parrying it into the danger area, but look at the fact that their forward wants it so much more than both
defenders,
centre
one
backs
a
there.
Sporting player.
Look. How is he getting that? I know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no one that even moves for it. Got to do more to put him
Yeah,
off.
Ben White there. It's a hard one, isn't it, when it comes like that,
Well,
because
I don't know. It did go straight to him. Maybe.
No, but to be honest, Ben White and Saliba should be closing the gap,
yeah.
not letting him in
Sneaks
between
in-
them.
he
That's
sneaks
all
in
you got to
between
do
them,
there.
Against the runner play, that's so deflating.
Look, it's just
Yeah, it's poor
So
defending.
deflating.
Like, he's just come
because
through
it was
the
a
middle
good
of them.
save from Turner. If I'm
Yeah.
honest, it was actually a good save. 2-1 Sporting.
2-1 Sporting. It was against the runner play, but it's 2-1. He's on hat-trick now, that player, isn't he? Is that him again? He scored the first one,
No, Paulino didn't score the first, did he?
wasn't it?
I didn't even make that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh, mate, that's annoying.
Let's head over to James and find out what they made of that goal.
Straight to you, Laurie. What's your
Very disappointing. We said at the end of the first half, in the second half, we should be defensively responsible. I have to say, in that run of play, we were anything but. I heard Turkish say why it was too easy, basically, saying that he was allowed to first make the run. There was players around attackers, and they were acting passively, just standing there rather than making a challenge or making a meaningful effort to try and get the ball. So that was very disappointing on our behalf. At a time when we were looking quite threatening ourselves, so even more disappointing. Here they go again, actually.
I actually think, Sporting coming forward now. I actually think the worst bit was the bit before.
Again, look at that. No challenge. Eventually, he lost the ball.
I think Martinelli wins that back. I think the bit that was worse was the bit before from Vieira, where not Vieira. Zinchenko, I think, when he's really inside. You know, Sheroy was going absolutely mad about it. You know, why is no one going out to them? And they played it cross goal. Saliba did well to clear that, but the move stays alive. And then the actual goal they scored, that's a yellow card on Vieira. What is it? Let's see what's happened here. Yellow. He's given a yellow card. Could this be a red?
Ooh,
No. It's a shin that catches him high, but it's definitely.
I wouldn't say
card.
a red, but that's definitely a yellow.
Can't believe he's even protested that. I just think it's also a good goal from Sporting. You know, it's a lovely ball from Edwards. He runs off in between Kivior and I think Jorginho, and then Turkish is right. It's a good save from Turner. Can White and Saliba be more alive? Yeah, but I think it all happens very quickly as well. Look, disappointing.
I think in that move, I counted about 4 or 5 defenders that were in proximity to the ball, but they didn't act aggressively enough. They were what I call passive, meaning that they were standing there waiting for the attacker, rather than closing down the space or putting a tackle in.
Yeah.
We didn't do that, and we paid the price. This is promising.
Martinelli's just glided through. He's in. Martinelli's in. He's in. Back to Robbie.
Just right at the end.
Hey!
There was there's a moment there where if Martinelli goes down here, Morita gets sent off.
Hey.
If Martinelli goes down there, that's Morita's second yellow. That would have been that Chelsea goal all over again.
That would have been one of the best goals you've seen this season. He literally run the whole length of the pitch, but got to give respect to that defender there. He just got back last ditch. But that could have been easily a goal for Arsenal. There's more goals in this game. We don't even know which side it's going to go to, but this is another corner for Arsenal, their 6th corner of the game. That just shows you how, how good we have been in forward positions. Zinchenko now getting another warning. He's got to be very careful, Zinchenko. He's on a yellow card.
That ref is onto Zinni, man.
But what a run that was by Martinelli. That was brilliant.
Just needed that.
Absolutely brilliant. If he would have scored that.
I was so sure he was gonna.
Honestly, what a run.
He did all the hard work.
Here's a corner now to Arsenal. Can we do something from this corner? Settle the nerves a bit. Get one back. Bring it back to 2-2.
Come on.
It's another high one. Too high, I think, and the keeper claims it. I think those are going in too high.
They are.
You know?
Is it the ball? I'm blaming the ball.
No.
The ball? It's round.
Because even like our touches and everything, but the way it's been pumped up,
You're getting worse than James now. The grass, the ball.
It's just like, I don't know.
That was a brilliant run. It should really probably. I don't know what to say about it. That was a great run.
I know. Well,
great run.
Got half an hour left at least. There's more than enough time for us to turn this around.
Arteta looks a bit concerned.
Attacking options off the bench, we've got what? Smith Rowe and...
Not a lot, really.
Aside
Not
from
a
Smith
lot.
Rowe, what am I forgetting?
Just really Smith Rowe, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, look,
attacking-wise.
I know a lot of people don't want to see him on, but Partey does give you something else going
I was
forward
just
as
about to
well.
say, do we need to bring Partey on now?
I think bring Emile on for Saka and then put Reece on the right.
Saka.
The reason
Saka hasn't done anything.
Exactly. He hasn't been involved.
Oh, this is another ball. These are little simple balls through, and again they're right in.
I think we need
and
to
this
bring
was
Partey
shocking.
on.
And he's put it over the bar, and it should have been free for Sporting. And again, just a simple ball bypassing the midfield there, and we were dead. I think Kivior did well there to sort of get across, but even so, they should have done better. Sporting, that should really be free.
Look at my man in the back, he's flipping. He's flipping.
That should be free. We got away with that.
This is actually defensively...
This game is just an end-to-end game, like...
This is defensively quite concerning though, isn't it?
Yeah, we're conceding too many goals, but here comes Fabio Vieira coming forwards, but loses it.
Not a foul.
One back welded by Saka now.
Out wide, out wide.
Bang that!
Deflection! We hear deflection and it's gone in. It's gone in. It's 2-2. It's 2-2. I don't know what the Sporting players are complaining about. I think they were complaining about that was a foul by Saka. But that wasn't a foul. He robbed the ball.
That's not a foul.
And it is 2-2. And
that is exactly...
It's hit a big deflection and gone in.
What we need to do, man, just bang the ball.
Here it is. Look, it's a massive deflection. He's trying to pass it. And it has gone in, and it's 2-2. Very fortunate that for Arsenal.
We needed that.
We have been attacking. We have been attacking, and it's an own goal. So let's go over to the information. Watch your foot there, Charlene. They're still complaining. Let's go over to the information station. Are they checking this?
You see, remember at Old Trafford?
Yeah, they're checking it. They're checking this one.
There's nothing wrong with this goal.
Old Trafford, Odegaard's foul ruled out the Martinelli goal.
Yeah, but did they go? You're going to go that far back?
It was exactly like that.
It is a goal check, and if they're checking it, they might rule this out.
They can't, man.
No, man, they should
They might rule this out.
Check
they have
over.
Have they ruled it out? It looks like they have.
Yeah, check over.
Check over. It's a goal.
The goal stands.
It's a goal. Let's go to James and Laurie.
Come on.
To get their views on that.
Come on.
Sorry, I've got a fruit pastel in my mouth. So 2-2. Zinchenko's coming off for Tomiyasu at left back. I've got no doubt the Sporting players would moan about that, especially the manner in which Saka won the ball back. But it was fair. Look, we've had a bit of a slice of luck there. Sometimes, what do they say? Buy a lottery. You can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. Xhaka took a shot or a pass or something, and it went our way.
Yep, you got to say we're just going to watch a bit of an attacking play. The one thing you got to say about this game has been very entertaining so far, 2-2. But you know what? We got to give credit to the referee.
Yep.
Because we had a pop at him in the first half for some of his decisions or lack thereof. But on this occasion, he overruled the protests quite rightly so, because Saka won the ball fairly, in my opinion. And another opportunity here.
The
I reckon
TV's
that's
just
him.
blacked out. There's no goal. Okay.
Oh,
The TV decided to switch off, but it looks like we've won a corner.
it must have been a great save.
So just to clear up what's just happened, Tomiyasu turned into prime Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, dropped the shoulder, went on the outside, clipped it to Martinelli, who turned into prime Andy Carroll, and
was that
forced
Fabio
a save.
Vieira?
No, Martinelli. I don't know. Anyway, you know what? It's all going off. Back to Robbie.
Vieira there with the header.
It's Vieira.
was
Just
Vieira.
ticked over the bar. Right, now here's a corner for Arsenal. Can we get a goal? This is... Oh, that's a good delivery.
Ooh, unlucky. That was a brilliant corner
And there's
again.
another chance there for Arsenal. It's bobbing around.
Oh, my
Could have went
days.
anywhere. Could have went anywhere. Yet again, the Sporting players complaining as they have. I've never seen the team complain as much as this
And
mob.
about nothing. That's the problem.
Literally,
man.
they're
It's not.
soft.
They're complaining about nothing.
You
Quartes.
would never guess that this is a two-legged tie watching this, would you?
Oh, and he just run into a load of players, Quartes there. Very clumsy by him.
Both teams are playing like they have to
Yeah,
win today.
2-2. Both teams just attacking. No defending going on.
Yeah.
Whoever scores the most wins. Old school.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
up?
Poor
These
delivery by
corners,
My
Reece.
man.
God.
Poor delivery there by
Reece.
Reece Nelson.
What
Just
was
literally
that?
kicks it straight out. Got to do better than that. 2-2. It's been an exciting, entertaining game. If you've gone over there to Lisbon like our guys are
It has.
all over there, they'll be, well, I don't know if they'll be completely enjoying it, but it's been an exciting game. Lots of goals, lots of action. There's no teams, there's no low block in this
Go
game,
on.
is there?
Isn't it? Oh,
Again, Arsenal
go
on the
on,
press
turn.
coming forwards.
Turn out.
Just behind him.
Still got it though.
Listen, it was nearly 3-1 and we made it 2-2. So
Yeah. Give the ball away again, though. Cheaply. Another under-hit pass. Been doing that too much, giving it away cheaply. I think we need a little period of just trying to hold on to the ball for a bit more as well.
Yeah.
Now we're trying to get that third goal, but it's over, you guys said it's over 2 legs.
yeah.
Yeah.
No need to panic.
but having taken Zinchenko off, I mean, he's one of those players that does help you retain possession typically,
Yeah.
right? So honestly, I would not be surprised if in 5 or 10 minutes you see Partey come on.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be the next sub.
I think Smith Rowe needs to come on for Saka, if I'm honest.
He had a quiet game, Saka, so far.
We haven't given him any service.
Yeah,
We
he
haven't, yeah.
He hasn't had any service. And then you know what Saka's like. He can just have one moment and bang.
And that's it.
So,
I feel like if Smith Rowe does come on, he might move Reece to the right and put Smith Rowe on the left.
Yeah. That makes sense.
right, 10's at 2-2. It's Sporting coming forwards. I think he's overhit that one.
Yeah.
He has overhit that one. 2-2, guys. What have you made of this game so far? I mean, it's been an exciting game, but
Really exciting. Just need to score another goal at least. But
Even that, I mean,
again, playing out from the back there was not great there by Arsenal.
That's what it's
And
been.
we've given the ball away again. That was good there by Sporting, good pressing, although they look like they nearly gave it away. Both teams, to be fair, have just been pretty sloppy in areas, haven't they?
Yeah.
As I said, no low block in this game, is it?
not at all. But I mean, it's not just this game. I mean, when you look at Villa, when you look at Bournemouth, you look at this now. I mean, I just want
Yeah.
a
We're
calm
conceding too many
game.
goals. We're conceding too many goals in games.
My heart shouldn't be racing like this for every
Here comes
match.
Sporting coming forward again. That was better defended.
go on, Tommy.
Throw him.
But we're conceding too many goals in games.
Would you take it to all now?
2-2.
Would you take it to all now?
No.
No, I want to win the game now.
Yeah, I
But you know what? 2-2 is not the end of the world because
not.
you know, it's
Yeah.
2 legs. And remember, they've still got to come back to the Emirates. So,
I'd rather just.
you know,
Be in
that's what
front.
we've got to remember. This is a 2-legged game.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
I'd rather just be in front. So it
But
just
yeah, if
takes
we
that
go in there with the
pressure off.
leads, you know, that takes a bit of the pressure off. But
It's one of those ones where I've seen enough from the attack to know we can get a goal or two, but I've seen enough from the defence to know we can concede a goal or two. So
Exactly.
it's hard to.
I don't know if you guys realise we've only kept 2 clean sheets in our last 10 games in all competition.
That's crazy.
And that's not great.
Yeah.
We've got to do better with that.
Leicester and Everton, then, isn't it?
Leicester and
Oh.
Everton.
Leicester and
really?
Everton, yeah.
God, yeah, because at the beginning of the season, we was keeping clean sheets.
Yeah.
Was it
Especially
every
away
time
from
we was at
away from home, we
Oh,
was
away
keeping
from
a lot
home.
of clean sheets.
Yeah.
But
Ref?
referee?
No?
Oh, we got it.
All right.
Saka on the ball, coming inside.
Come on. Oh, we still got it.
Ref.
It looked like a foul as well, but the
Right,
referee's
put
waved
that
it, told him to get up. Out to Reece Nelson. Sorry to.
Should have given.
Tommy.
He should have given it to
Tommy
Reece
Asu.
though. He should have given it to Reece.
Reece. Yeah, he came in asking for it. Fizzed into Reece that time.
Kicked out our ball. Let's go.
Who's
Are
that
we
getting
making
ready?
a sub? That's got to be Thomas Partey.
Oh, it's
Oh,
three
it's
subs
Gabriel.
coming.
Smith
Three
Oh.
subs, can see Smith
And
Rowe
who's
there,
the third?
Gabriel.
getting ready to come on.
Partey.
It's got to be Partey.
I think it's
for sure.
Partey, Smith Rowe, Gabriel.
Tommy Asu there.
Is that a bit irrash making 3 subs at once?
I think that's to retain control. That's to calm it down with Kivior. That's to get control in midfield, and then that's maybe to protect Saka.
Well defined,
Oh,
Sheroy.
Sheroy Diola. That's a lovely ball.
Don't look. Who are you flicking it to? You're flicking it and
Laurie Pulis and Sheroy Diola.
Good.
What would they call him, Laurie Pulis? Was he say to go long?
No, only when it's not on to go short.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Crossfield ball
That's
to
it,
Martinelli. who's-
Martinelli.
Occupying the right now.
Yeah, over on the right hand side. Bit of space for him as well.
Go on. Oh,
Nice ball.
It's crowded
Bang it.
out.
Era. Oh,
jeez.
It's crowded out.
Reece.
Reece.
Reese boy.
The subs will probably come on now. 70-minute mark.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Subs are
Partey,
coming on.
Smith Rowe. Let's go.
Right, so
Well, there's substitutions with intent, man. You can't say Mikel Arteta's not taking this game seriously.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
He started
probably
strong.
seized
and
the
now
opportunity there.
100%.
I'd be surprised if they don't take Marita off, man. He's on a yellow and he's looked like he might get another.
So
Well done,
Come on,
Gabriel.
big Gabby.
Kivior off. for
Kivior
Gabriel.
there on his Arsenal debut coming off there.
Jorginho.
It's Gabriel coming on. Jorginho coming off.
Well done, Jorginho.
Thomas Partey.
Now, remember when Partey came on, I think it was Everton, and absolutely turned the game?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's
I
what
want
we
to see
need
the
right
same.
now.
I want to see the same
And
for the
Reece
last
Nelson.
Oh,
for-
Reece Nelson's
Reece Nelson's
coming
the
off
one
with
who's
Smith
come off.
Rowe. Well done,
Emil
Reece.
Smith Rowe.
20. Sorry,
Emil
Saka.
Smith Rowe.
Sorry, Saka, you ain't getting no break.
Yeah.
Starboy.
I guess the Reece Nelson one again is he's not really played much tonight. We're forgetting he's only just come back from
As well, yeah.
An injury.
nearly 3 months injury. You know? So
Vincent says, come on, Gunners, we got this in the bag.
Yep, we have. 20 minutes to go.
In the bag, though.
I don't know about in the back. Referee!
This referee's a waste, man.
Gosh. Them players got to him, innit? You know, the
Yeah,
sporting
yeah.
players always complain about
Yeah.
everything surrounding him and that.
Everything.
They've got to him.
At half
That's an
time, they
obvious
was
foul.
around him as well.
Huh?
At half time, they was talking to him as well.
Yeah, literally. Come on, Benny boy. Flags up.
Sporting. Throw.
Thought it was a foul, but he's just giving it straight the other way.
How far he's walked up.
And look how,
Really? Come on.
I think he's still walking.
Come
the
on.
lines was right there. He flagged
And the
it.
lineman's just following behind him. Like,
Oh, man, look
Look,
at
look,
that.
look, look, look.
he's still going. No,
You, bro,
they're taking
That's
the
mad. He
mick.
just walked about 15 yards.
He should have
threw it
set
back.
up a Just Giving page for that walk, bro. What is this?
Oh, mate.
How's he not getting called out for that?
Just give him face.
The truth, man's doing a race for life.
Don't foul him.
Right, come on, Arsenal. This.
Look
Well,
how easy
I
it
didn't
was
want
to
to say
pass
that.
Back
there.
nicely.
Oh, it's still got through to him. Come on.
Nothing silly
That's
here.
better.
Nothing silly here. Don't just watch it go, though. Come on.
That's it. Let's go now.
One
got
thing, right,
full
is
faith
we
in
can
you.
say Sporting have really been hungry for this, isn't it?
They have. Bloody hell.
This has been.
Especially in this half as well.
What are we stopping for?
Oh.
Play on, man.
These players, man.
Play on. It's not a
Nah,
head
just
injury.
play on, man. These men ain't trying to be nice to us, so what are we doing?
Yeah.
Nah, come on.
Slightest of
They're
kicks he
going down
got.
for everything.
He has to go for the ball.
Nothing wrong with him, man. Get up.
I'm loving these pink boots.
Surprise, surprise, he rises from the dead, like The Undertaker. Nothing wrong with him.
Come on, mate.
Zulu Warrior says, you Arsenal fans are shameless. You moan about other teams constantly complaining, failing to see that your guys do this exactly the same way. Do we?
No,
well,
not
maybe
like
we're doing it because everyone else does it. And listen, we may as well do it too. I want to see us doing it because that's definitely influenced the ref today.
100%.
We're not as bad as them, though.
I haven't seen a team complain about nothing like this for
Yeah, this has been a lot.
a very long time.
Jamie Sims says it was a good game for Kivior. What do you guys make of his debut?
It's going to be, it's about how we conceded the goal.
That's what it's going to be remembered
And the
for in
centre
terms of
back
his
Yeah.
debut, isn't it? That's the
flinching,
problem.
ducking from a corner. It doesn't read well, but
I don't know if he ducked. Did he duck?
He did.
he kind of just like
He did.
Rather than
Nah,
sort of,
yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go over to the information station as Thomas Partey's on the ball there.
You wanted to make a comment about the ref?
Yeah, I
Laurie?
just wanted to give the referee some credit. I know Robbie called him out, and yes, he has made a few decisions that are you could regard as hometown decisions. However, I think it's fair to point out that in the lead up to our second goal, with the challenge that Saka made on one of their players, a lot of referees would have bowed to the pressure and disallowed the goal based on that challenge. But the fact that he allowed the play to go, oh, this looks good.
Oh, chance for Saka there. Chance for Saka there. And
He's
it believed
offside.
there was an offside.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make the point that sometimes we do need to be fair and balanced and give the referee credit where credit is due.
Yeah, all right. Right of reply, Robbie. Over to you.
Yeah, I'll give him credit for that one incident, but what about the rest of the game? It's just a bit like players, isn't it? You know, players where,
That's
you
what they call
know,
a back
we
end,
just said with Kivior, overall he's not had a too bad a game, but as Turkish was just saying, what are we going to be, you know, sort of remembering about his debut performance? He didn't cover himself in glory on the goal, right? So it's the same with referees. Yeah, well done for that part, but what about the rest of the game? I don't think he's really handled the game well, if I'm being honest with you. I think he's sided towards the home team, which we know that happens.
Yeah.
But he's sided towards the home team. So that's what my right to reply with that would be.
I just think one thing when you're looking at referees that are in European competition, whether it's this or the Champions League, you'd like to think they wouldn't let the occasion get to them in that sense.
Yeah.
And I think here he was way too susceptible to influence when it came to decision making, like, especially with that Martinelli booking. He did not see that, and it wasn't Martinelli.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Laurie will say that was a good bit of refereeing, where he booked the wrong player.
Yeah.
Now, you know,
Give him credit for that as well, Laurie.
Is he going to give him credit for that, or?
And back to the information station for the right of reply.
Yeah, let's go back to the information station and give Laurie the right to reply on that.
Back to you, Laurie.
All I'm going to say is, listen, the booking was a little bit out there, but what would you prefer? What would you prefer? Him to have booked Martinelli and not given the goal? I mean, I'm sure you would rather take the goal and then book Martinelli, yeah?
It shouldn't be a
Well,
toss-up.
before we go back to them, actually, just on that point, something I've noticed very early, Fabio Vieira looks like, I was actually out of the room, so everyone might have noticed this already, but it looks like Fabio Vieira is playing up front. So where it might have been Vieira out on the right and, you know, maybe Martinelli up front, it is Smith Rowe back into midfield and Vieira leading the line, which is interesting because we've not really seen him in that role yet. Quite similar to the way Phil Foden played there at times for Man City before they signed Haaland. So we'll see how he does. Another new role for Vieira in this Arsenal
But you know
team.
what? I think he's had a good game today.
Yeah, I like Vieira. Yeah, I think he's done
had a
fine.
good game.
Yeah, back to Robbie.
No reply there from Laurie. So sorry. Anyway, it's Sporting on the attack. Been an end-to-end game, the whole game.
coming up to 10 minutes to go, 78 on the clock.
That time's gone quick. Come on, man, let's get a go.
I mean, if we could get the bonus of, you know, but dangerous. Again there, the marking.
Close in.
That was better. But again, bit too open, Arsenal.
It is
I mean,
very
when that
open.
ball came over onto that side,
Space.
who's defending that? A lot of space there.
Why are we getting dragged into these dogfights, man? Why are we getting dragged into these dogfights?
Defending's got to improve.
That could have gone anywhere. That could have gone anywhere. Turner didn't even jump.
It could have hit a deflection
He
line.
knows it's going wide.
It's going well
Yeah,
wide,
he
to
knows
be
it's
fair.
going wide. Come on, boys.
NTT Music says, well, go on for Tierney, guys. Do you reckon he's gone? He's sick. So he didn't travel with the team because he was ill. So that's the only reason Kieran Tierney didn't play.
What a time to get an illness, right? When you're guaranteed to play.
I know.
Guaranteed to play, and then you get, sick. So probably the flu or something. It's a ball swung out there. I don't think he's going to get that Sporting player.
Arsenal throw.
Right.
I think there's a goal. There's a goal in this game.
Tony says, why are we surprised about all the complaining? This is the club where Bruno Fernandes came from. that is true.
Oh.
And Emmanuel says, you man was celebrating this tie when the draw came out. I have no idea why. They're a good team. Because we could have got a harder team. We weren't celebrating the draw, by the way. We were saying it was a good draw. Nobody was celebrating the draw. We know they're a decent side. We saw when they played Tottenham. They beat Tottenham 2-0. And there's another chance there for them. It's just well defended by Arsenal. So nobody was celebrating that. But when you consider some of the other teams we could have got, like a Juve or a Roma, and I'm sorry, those are harder ties than playing Sporting.
Well, not just that, but I think what whoever sent that chat in sort of fails to understand is a lot of people celebrate the draw because of the fact that it's a cool destination to go to as well. A lot of people are like, Lisbon's a good one.
Lisbon, yes!
So a lot of match-going fans are happy.
We haven't got to go to Shakhtar, you know what I mean? Great. I mean, that was a lot of people celebrating that as well. So, but to be fair as well, we played Lisbon before in this competition and beaten them. So it doesn't hold the same fare as playing, maybe a Juve or somebody like, one of them top teams that could end up getting if we get past Sporting.
Yeah.
But, all right, Saka on the ball here, coming forward.
Saka.
Go on.
Ooh!
But you see, that's his vision, man. That's his vision. A lot of people think he's perhaps a defensive substitution, but he's not. He can do that.
Exactly.
Where's Fabio? James was sort of saying, but where is he playing Fabio Vieira?
Exactly what James said. He's down the middle.
Down the middle.
Exactly what
He's just there
James
as a striker.
And by the way, James, even though you were out of the room, we hadn't spotted it before you, mate. You were the first to mention it.
Yeah. Fabio Vieira played as a striker. It shows, we have got players missing there, and that's...
These men are just moving mad at the back.
Could have done with a Trossard tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, we could have, man.
Even Eddie with his pace.
Exactly. Do we know what Trossard's injury is?
Muscular, apparently, but they're saying not as bad as initially thought, so
Yeah, I
maybe a
think-
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Do we know what muscle?
They're saying he'll be back after
Groin.
the international break.
Groin, I
Okay.
think.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
we
I think he'll be
still
back
don't
after-
know about Eddie, do we?
No, I haven't got a clue what it is with Eddie.
Oh, mate.
Wonder if, maybe by the second leg we could see Jesus come on maybe for a
Do you reckon?
I'd
little
hope
spell
so,
in,
yeah,
that,
I'd hope so.
in that second leg. Who knows?
That's a week today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
If that's the case, then I think he'd probably have to be named on the bench this weekend for him to have a shout at starting this game next week, man.
No, I think
No,
bench.
yeah.
Bench next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bench in the second leg, bench against Palace.
Fine.
20-30 minutes.
Then after the international break, hopefully then he's fully ready to come back in.
Yeah.
All right, final 10.
Final 10, big up to everyone. 9,000 of you are joining us at the moment. We appreciate every one of you.
Big up, big up.
Can we get the win? Can we go on and get the win from this point? Game is sort of settled a little bit with both teams, but Sporting there giving it away. Is Tommy Asu on it?
There isn't away goals anymore, is there?
Nah.
No. Which tonight is a shame because we'd have two.
Two, yeah. Because someone mentioned in the chat, but I know definitely Champions League doesn't do away
Yeah,
goals
no away
anymore.
goals. They got rid of that now.
Arsenal trying to play out the back.
Stuttering around.
Got the throw in.
They've really pressed us at the back, innit?
Yeah.
The pressing has been good.
Yeah.
Thank God we got
That'd be good
Gabby.
practice for like the Fulham game when,
And you've got someone like Mitrovic in your face.
Yeah.
Got a super chat here says, do you think Arsenal could do a physical forward like Calvert-Lewin or Tony? Someone that can get on the end of crosses and corners as well. Definitely, but not those names. Calvert-Lewin because I just don't want him, and Tony because of the ban he's probably going to be getting soon. But
I'd take Tony, man.
not with the ban.
As a player.
You get 6 months. You get 6 months. You know that if he gets, say, there's been talk he'd get 6 months. Is that
Minimum.
6 months of the season, or is that just 6 months?
Well, it's
I
not,
would
it's not a ban if
presume-
it's not during the season, surely. If it's 6 months, but if 1.5 of them are over the summer or whatever, surely that can't count.
Yeah, I'd presume it's
Okay, that's what I just
within
wanted.
season.
Yeah.
But maybe you could use that as a bargaining tool, man, saying, listen, we don't want to pay what you're asking for because the guy can't play, so take what you can get now.
Well done, Tommy.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Hey,
Hey.
running straight into
Left
one
it on him.
player, man.
How much space was Martinelli in? Why didn't we get the ball out to him earlier?
That Marcus Edwards,
Did the ref
Tottenham.
see that?
Referee didn't even see. This referee needs to go Specsavers, man.
If he's
Giving the wrong cards to people.
it wasn't Edwards, it was the guy that follows up.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
And this guy was the one talking to the ref at half time, the
down.
mug.
Missed it completely, and the linesman.
But even after that, Sporting should not have ended up with a throw-in from that situation.
Yeah, because I don't know that pass from, I think it was
Honestly.
Vieira, I don't know what he was doing with it.
Like you put the ball out, innit?
Yeah, it looked like he did, but at the same time, I don't know what he was doing.
Ooh, that's
Press
brave
that,
football,
mate.
that is.
It's brave if it works.
If it works. If it don't work, mate, you better tell your teammates.
Nice.
Nice.
Lovely.
Turner. Well done.
All right, let's go again. 5 minutes to go before
Gary's
added time.
chasing there, man.
Yeah.
They've really
Nice.
put it in.
Nice.
I've just gutted
last
Martinelli
one.
didn't score that goal, you know.
Yeah,
I
no.
know.
Because we've been talking about that goal, man.
Everything
Well,
was
even-
perfect.
What
So
a
the
run.
last touch, the
Yeah.
last touch was just horrible.
Even before that goal, man.
But if you
first
see,
couple of minutes.
the defender, you got to give him credit. The way the way he tackles him right at the end, cleanly as well. He could have, he stayed with him the distance.
It was the same guy that just went into Tomiyasu. That's Saint Just or whatever his name is. I'm not actually looking back at that chance as much as I'm looking back at the one where Martinelli could have squared it to Vieira. I think that was a much
Yeah,
easier
that was
one.
another
another
big chance.
And that was earlier as well in the half,
Yeah.
right? That could have been very deflating for
Yeah.
them to concede then.
That was at 1-1, isn't it?
Yeah?
In this half, weren't it?
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Smith Rowe.
Ah, was there a pass to Bakaya there? Good.
That's a nice pass out.
In what, go on?
This is good.
Okay.
Oh, a bit too much.
Hey, referee! Surely you saw that, ref.
Nah, it was soft. It was
Shout there
soft.
for a penalty.
Even I'm going to side with the ref for that one. I don't think that was a pen.
Well, he didn't give it. If it's into parties, like you said, there's a bit more control since Partey's coming, hasn't there?
The boss is back.
Partey just sort of gets it at his pace, isn't it?
It's a one-man
Yeah.
midfield. He's a one-man
Control.
midfield.
58% possession for Arsenal in this game, 87 minutes in.
Saka takes a shot,
Oh,
sort of got underneath it a bit
Yeah.
and just sort of dragged it under. Andrew Dawes says, not impressed with Turner or Kivior. Turner needs to show more authority and Kivior needs to grow up here. Ooh.
I don't know.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
40 side says, do you think Arsenal... Oh yeah, you've done that one.
Yeah.
I think, listen, on the Kivior thing, it's his first ever Arsenal
Exactly.
game. Come on, just...
give him some time.
It's his debut. So let's just,
The thing is, Rob, I mean, one thing I would say is, if there's anything you don't want to see your centre back doing, it's ducking. That's the thing, and that's why he's getting a lot of stick. But yeah, look, there's a long way to go in this boy's career, and I'm sure he'll come good.
That's a poor cross there by... Is that Ben White? It's poor.
Lack of quality.
It was Ben White. It's a poor cross.
He looks out on his feet as well, Ben White. Did you see that?
Yeah, the way he just bent on.
Another sub there for Sporting as well, coming on, 88
Marcus
minutes.
Edwards, the ex-Tottenham trainee coming off.
He's had a good game.
Yeah, he's caused problems.
Don't forget, guys, when this game concludes, we're going to be having the full-time show, and you can get involved in our fan zone. All you've got to do is go to our app, AFTV Plus, click onto that and you can join the guys live in video and tell us what you've made of the game. So want to hear from as many of you as possible. If you don't already have the app, it's free. You can download it from the App Store right now. It's AFTV Plus, and please get involved. We want to hear from as many of you as possible. What have you made of the game? Have Arsenal been too open? What have you made of the debuts of Kivior, what of Matt Turner? Should we have won this game? Still going to be a couple of minutes left. Let's make sure we don't lose it. As Sporting come forward there, better defending there.
Tommy.
By Tomiyasu. But yeah, we want to hear from as many of you as possible. So please please get in contact with us on Full Time, which will be the next show which follows this one. Can Arsenal nick a win before the end? We're coming towards the 90th minute. It's Saka on the ball, plays it out.
Nice.
It has all been Arsenal for about the last 15, 20 minutes, hasn't it?
Yeah. And let's get a goal. Just top it off.
Can he get there?
No,
No,
he can't get there. He can't get there.
Half an hour ago he might have, but he's knackered. This is the second time he's literally just been sitting there.
Do you think it's the heat?
Well, I don't know.
Well, listen, that position,
that
when you play that position,
17
you're up
is-
and down, up
17
and
is
down,
nice
up and
weather.
down. You know? So Arteta doesn't
He
look happy
looks
about something.
furious, mate.
I think he's telling the players, drop back in.
They're out on their feet, man.
Even Saka looks tired.
He looks hurt.
We don't want him up. We've got a big game on Sunday. That's better by Turner.
4 minutes of Teta time as well, so you know what happens there?
That's what we're calling it now,
We
yeah?
go to 7 minutes if we need to. You know, everyone's calling it Fergie time now and all that nonsense. That it hasn't been fair, the stoppage time added
A
in my
minimum
games.
of 4 minutes,
Trust.
as they say.
Big Ash says, what do you guys think about recalling Balogun? Hard on his lone team, but all of our strikers are injured and I worry about this for the
You
Premier
can't
League
recall him now.
games.
It's too late, so he can't be recalled.
We would have done that in January, I think. If
And I don't think we had a recall thing on him anyway, so he was always going to stay for the season.
ball over the top.
All over the top.
Was defended well.
It's Fabio Vieira as the striker. He's just not. It's not his job, is it?
No foul. Carry on.
Well done, Tommy.
Come on, boys.
He's done all right since he's come on,
Yeah,
Tommy.
yeah.
Come on.
Last couple of games has been a bit shaky, but he's done much better today.
This guy, get your head up sometime, my guy.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Arsenal on the ball.
Nice, Tommy.
Tomiyasu again did well. Can we conjure up a winner?
Tomiyasu's actually occupied that sort of
Could there be
zinny
another
position.
last minute
Yeah.
goal for Arsenal? We know they keep going to the end. No, not like that when Martinelli gives the ball away.
Still got 2 minutes to redeem ourselves. Let's go.
Yep, 2 minutes left, people.
Come on, Arsenal. Last minute goal, please.
Can there be another last minute goal?
I want us to
Fergie time. We've been getting used to them. Arteta time.
let's keep that momentum going.
Let's ball out there to Saka.
Go on.
Saka to take his
Go on,
man out.
Bukayo.
It's moving nicely there, though.
Just he
moving nicely there. Saka! Straight into the keeper's arms.
He's had how many shots like that? Just straight at the keeper. That's like the third one now, ain't it?
Yeah, it reminds me of the one that he scored against
Yeah,
United.
didn't quite get the curl on it, did he?
Yeah.
Got the power, but didn't try to quite get the curl on it. It's looking like it's going to be a draw.
Yeah.
Wait, we still got a minute. We played
Unless
to the final
we
whistle.
don't want them getting a Fergie time.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Come on, Arsenal. Let's try.
2-2 for me is not a bad result.
Not at all, but
It ain't. Is
60
that what James predicted?
60 seconds is a long time.
I can't remember the forever Arsenal predictions, you know.
I think I was speaking to him earlier. I'm sure he did say he's
James
predicting
went for a draw. James went for a draw because I remember he was giving Lee
Yeah, he
shit
did
for
say
going
that. He
for
did,
a
yeah,
draw,
he
and
actually
then they
did
did it
say
himself.
2-2.
It was wonderful viewing. Go on.
Let's prove James wrong.
Oh yeah, Lee predicted 1-1. I got onto him and he changed it to 2-1, isn't it? Good.
Well done, that was brilliant.
What did Jordan predict?
Gabriel.
Can't remember now.
It's 2-2, man.
Oh, no, it ain't. Let's
Come
stick
on.
with 20 seconds.
Come
Can there be a last minute?
Come on.
There's only
Come
about
on,
15
Benny.
seconds left.
Benny looks really tired.
Ben's
There
tired.
he is.
Too tired to make the throw. The Saka come in.
send
Can he get
it
a cross in?
Corner. Come on.
Corner.
Come on.
Right, so this will be the last corner.
Come on, please,
Come on.
let's get a go.
Come
We can't do it
And this
again,
is what
can
happened
we?
in the last game. It was a corner as
We
well.
can't do it again, can we?
Come on.
We can.
Or can
Let's
we?
do it. Come on.
It can't be another last minute one, surely.
Come on.
Hurry up,
Fabio
Vieira,
Vieira.
man, before
We
the
need the
break.
same
Darling.
delivery as you had for the first goal, my friend. Same delivery. Come on.
Xhaka being
Come on,
told to
boys.
go back there, I think. Xhaka's occupying the edge of the box there. Tomiyasu's in there. Bit of height. What's going on?
My God.
What's going on? Who's flicking the channel?
Hello.
Who's flicking the channel?
People are moving mad.
What is going on?
Guys.
An absolute disaster by our
Production.
production team here.
Can someone in the chat let us know what's going on?
What's
going on?
happening?
What's going on?
Oh my God. Let's put in
What's
yes.
going
What
on?
does that mean? Laughing? It's over.
Somebody,
not
you
right.
guys would see it
3-2, go, no.
Nah, it's
Can
too
someone
it's too
tell
all.
us?
It's too all. It's too
You're
all.
going to rely on this chat to tell you
It's
the
too all.
truth.
It's too all. It's too all. It's too all. It's too all.
Is it finished?
It's too all.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't got no-
finished. Finished.
Finished 2 all.
Oh man, we didn't even see what
Someone
happened at
just
the
changed the
end.
channel right at the end. We didn't get to see that
No,
last
that's out
attack.
of order, guys.
But it has finished 2-2. And yeah, first of all, let's get your reaction. Imagine if someone
I know they wanna put
had done that on Saturday
Oh my God.
with the Bournemouth game.
Innit?
You know, that person would have been not just sacked, they would have been beaten up. I tell you, we would have beaten them
By
up.
all of us.
Imagine us all wading in on them, going like that. But it has finished Arsenal 2, Sporting CP 2. Sheroy, what did you make of it?
Look, it is a bit annoying that we conceded 2, particularly because of the manner of the goals. If I'm being honest, I think we're better than that. But don't forget, we're playing without any of the recognised players that we have that can play down the middle. There's no Jesus, no Nketiah, no Trossard, and we still got 2 and created enough to get more. The thing that's worrying me is the thing that's been worrying me for a little while, man. We used to take so much pride in our defence, and we're hemorrhaging goals now. You know that's going to come back and bite you in the arse later in the season. We need to sort that out. But this tie is not dead, and I'm back off to do it at the Emirates.
Yep. Charlie?
Yeah, very lively game. Obviously, I did want to sort of lead, so a win would have been ideal. But however, you know, we tried our best. We've done well. But like Sheroy was saying, we do need to tighten up on that defence, man, because, yeah, it is a little bit concerning now. But, you know, at least we haven't lost. That's the key thing. And next game is in our ground, so we need to get that win there.
Yep. Turkish?
I said don't lose, we didn't lose, and it could have been worse before we got the equaliser, and it was a lucky equaliser at that. You know, we gave them the opportunity to go 3-1 up, and if they go 3-1 up, they win this game, in my opinion, because
I do think 2-2 is a fair result, though, probably.
overall, I'd
Probably
say
overall, because we created a lot.
yeah.
And they had a couple that they could have scored as well.
Exactly.
By the way, let's see what was on the boards. What
Oh,
your-
yeah, I forgot
Let's
about
take
the
your
board.
boards, hold them like that, and then I'm going to ask you to turn them around. Well, you've already turned them around. Right, so
I did say Paulinho would score, though. I did say Paulinho would score.
3-1 to Arsenal, you went.
Yeah.
I went 2-1 to Arsenal. I had Saka and Martinelli scoring. You went
2-1 to Arsenal as well, and I had Martinelli and
Martinelli
Nelson scoring.
and you went 2-0.
Martinelli to get both.
Martinelli with both goals.
race.
We were all wrong. Right?
Well, at least I got the right amount of goals.
Right, it's
And
finished.
the right goal scorer.
I got 2 goals for Arsenal. I just didn't get the sporting
Finished 2-2.
side.
Nobody got Saliba as a goal scorer either.
No.
So, but it's finished 2-2, and I think 2-2, you know, remember, these are 2-legged games. I don't think that's the end of the world. They've got to come back to our place. Listen, you can see they're a decent side. They will be missing a couple of players as well now.
Because of
Because
booking,
of
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
suspensions.
Yeah.
So 2 of their defenders, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, Quartes.
So, you know,
Matoma.
two important defenders for them. So I think Mikel Arteta will be, whilst a bit annoyed that we conceded a couple of goals, will probably be satisfied with the fact that, you know, difficult place to go to. Remember, Tottenham went there, lost 2-0 in the Champions League. They are a team dropping down from the Champions League. And we've gone there and got a draw. It's about bringing them back to our place and doing the business. We're going to go over to the information station quickly and get those guys' opinion. Also, let me just remind you, full-time show coming up after this. Get the app, AFTV Plus, download it right now, get involved in that show. Wherever you are across the UK, wherever you are across the world, you can be part of the show. you can be live in video doing your very own fan cam. So make sure you get involved. Let's go to the information station with James and Laurie.
Thoughts? Full time, and we're going to do it sort of in depth on the full time show, but 2-2.
I'll take that. I think that's quite a positive result. I think it makes us favourite for the return leg next week. I think on the balance of play, it's probably a fair result as well, because although we did have the greater possession and slightly more shots, they were 2-1 in front, and we did get back into it with a, let's face it, quite lucky goal.
They had a couple good chances as well.
Yeah, so, and as I said before, a lot of referees might have chalked that off. They might have given, I didn't think it was a foul, but you know, you're playing away from home, high profile game like this. A lot of referees would not have been brave enough to let that goal stand. So I think all in all, 2-2, fair result, good game, and I'm encouraged for the next leg.
Yeah, I agree with that. We'll discuss it more in more detail on Full Time Show. Come join us. Remember to get the AFTV Plus app. And yeah, we'll see you very, very soon. We're live in about 10 minutes to get your thoughts.
I said they'll be back in about 10 minutes time. You'll be able to come onto that show live. So make sure you get the app. Once again, I want to thank a panel. Sheroy, you were brilliant.
Thank you
Charlene,
for having me, Evan.
and of course Turkish. We got Kalechi's in the
Robbie.
building as well. And don't forget to check out all of our content. I'm going to be speaking to these guys and getting their opinion on what they made of the game. Also, Cecil, Lee Judges, Ty, they're all over there in Lisbon at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see what they made of the games. We'll be getting fan cams from all of those guys over in Portugal as well. And as I said, once again, wherever you are in the world, we will find you. But wherever you are, you can join the show. You can join the show today. So make sure you get involved. Download the app AFTV Plus and join us in Fan Zone in full time. That's coming up in about 10 minutes time. Thanks very much. It's finished. Sporting CP 2, Arsenal 2. We go again next week in the second leg.
Let's go.
Oh, God, McLaren.
He's gone.
He's been in the pit 40 seconds.
Whoa.
Front wing, careful with the front wing. God. Matisse, it's happening, mate. I'm putting on my lucky new Ferrari hat. Oh, no. Oh, science.
Leclerc. It's Leclerc.
Drama.
Take that out.
Leclerc.